All right. So what's it going to be? Recap or question first?
Recap.
Yes.
We spent some time making the armor. We were accosted by Thrum's new love interest.
She that will not be named.
I have said it so many times. It's on you now.
Yep. No, I do remember, but for some reason it's like, yeah, it's. Goddamn, what's her name? Damn it. Hestia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it in 3.
It was Hestia. She sicked some ghost raptors on us where we almost died before finishing the armor. I believe it was Nolgrim who took it. But I could be wrong about that part.
That's how I remember it, but you guys can tell me if I'm wrong.
What did it do again?
The armor.
Yeah, I took it.
It acted as +1 scale mail that you could wear in human environments and did not give you disadvantage on stealth. Mm-hmm. And also, once per long rest, you can use your reaction to move your movement speed without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Short or long rest, which is really good for Nolgrim.
Oh, short or long rest, yeah. Sorry.
And then, just in general, he always has an issue with trying to, take on more than he can chew. So the extra armor is probably going to help him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But then we traveled further. We found a trap laid by a human from Corsiconia, who we made fairly fast friends with, as we're so far probably the only thing peaceful he's come across down here. We shared some information, broke some bread. He told us of a mine that he found, led us to it. Got through the geysers with relative ease, or most of us.
Pretty low damage. Some of you only took 1 point, so.
Yeah. And then we encountered Ghosty McGee. He spooked the bejesus out of me and made me age 3 decades. We finally put him down, and we know he's going to come back, so we have a time frame where we need to search this place.
Yeah, that's pretty much all of it.
See, I am trying to take notes a little bit. I'm just very bad.
Yes. No, it's all good. All right. So for the question for this week is, what is your feelings entering Rocknose mine? That's the name of the mine you're in for the first time.
Fergus's only feeling right now is, why does my big toe all of a sudden just hurt so much? Random aches and pains of getting older,
Mm-hmm.
Excited. It seems like a genuine archaeological expedition.
Jokes aside, he's curious what the fuck this dwarf is guarding so importantly.
Yeah, seems to be our best lead at the moment.
Yeah, excited considering I think this is the first structure we've found that's built by dwarves.
Yep, that is correct, since you set out on your journey.
We found some collapsed
encouraging because that makes me feel like it's closer to Dammerhall.
So, Fergis curious about Dwarf Ghost. Freya excited about first dwarf structure. Sorry, just noting this down.
Thrum would pretty much echo Freya. Just excited that we've got some dwarven stuff. We're on the right path.
Yeah.
And then Nolgrim, first actual archaeological find. And then what was Taskill's answer?
Just that we seem to be on the right track. Or that this is the best lead we've got. But it's going to be fun now that the ancestors are involved.
This is actually where we find our dwarven army, where we find all of the cryogenically frozen dwarves.
You joke about that, but it does kind of hint at that a little bit.
Nothing's impossible.
Hey, for when a couple of us inevitably die and we can only bring back one, it'll be a nice, easy way to bring a new character into this.
Always so grim and gloomy about.
We're in the underdark. We're not in the under-happy.
No, I mean, just like in any game I run, you guys are always convinced you're just going to instantly die in every encounter.
Well,
that's in every game we play.
Was Dark Heresy, so
yep.
To be fair.
You have a reputation with Grimdark series that puts us on end.
I'll have you know, the first player character death in Dark Heresy was Cope killing Michael's character, and I just watched.
No.
That's the first time
A completely
killed another
warranted
NPC.
slaying, I'll add.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the true monster of our group is Michael. We've all seen his double traps.
Oh, get ready for Mummy's Mask.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Cue me quietly in a corner crying.
Who's gonna play the rogue in that one?
Not it.
Probably me. That was one I was debating about bringing Micken back for, because one of the traits was literally just, you don't care about morality, you're here to loot tombs and get rich. Which feels very
As a
Micken.
slight aside, I think we've alluded to the double pit trap, but Loki, that trap was actually a double pit trap. The second pit trap filled up with water from beneath, to which a monster could then swim up and eat whoever had fallen into it.
Oh yeah,
Again,
it was classic.
He has a reputation, and as much as we joke about Michael, we're serious. Or joke about Gombo, we're serious about Michael. He's out to kill us.
He treats traps like combo attacks.
No one died at that point. The character just lost a foot.
Wait, was that Titwolf's character that lost?
That was
a foot?
Titwolf's character,
Yeah, that was the squirrel
the
wizard.
squirrel druid.
Oh, it was Titwolf, like his username?
No.
No, it was
No.
just because
The
that
No,
was
it
first
wasn't.
character he played was literally just a wolf girl with big titties.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we started calling them Titwolf out when they weren't around, and it's kind of
Yeah.
sucked. I have any idea what the guy's name was anymore.
He posted several pages of his OC fan fiction in the Skype chat occasionally as well.
Okay.
Yeah, for Michael's game, it was Titwolf, and it crashed the party. For mine, he literally played Ezio from Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah,
Like every detail, character picture,
Every
build,
bit.
everything.
the
Meanwhile,
accent and
Coke
everything.
is in the background going, "Yeah, I would never do something like that."
Y'all can all kiss my ass.
Hey, what Coke does is endearing, okay?
I mean,
He
I
also
was
actually
fine.
changes it a little bit. Rick Grimes is still better than literally just naming your character Rick Grimes.
Rick Grimes grew into his own character. Let's be fair. When we return, I will be disappointed if we did not have Rick Grimes return something.
It's a
Look, he
Wade
was a
Wilson,
sheriff
Slade
in a
Wilson type
gun-toting
of deal.
world from a zombie apocalypse Earth.
Yeah, basically.
It was Rick Grimes.
It's like Deathstroke and Deadpool, Cope. You've evolved into your own thing.
I like to have something to base my start off of.
And that's fine, but you at least changed the name a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, again, he did everything exactly.
Including the picture for his character.
Yeah, including picture, and I think he even chose the same last name. So, anyway, joking about the old character.
This is what happens when you left the party for a little bit, Loki.
Everything went to
Pure
hell.
madness. No wonder why you're so happy to have me back.
we had like a really good team dynamic going on in Michael's game too.
Mhm.
And then we were trying to be good people and everything, and then we TPK'd.
That was a good. I like those characters. That was a good one. Oh,
Anyway.
Well, let's
So-
just get on with this one we have now.
Suck it, fine then. Rock and fall. Piss off.
Rockfall.
You're in a cave at all times. Don't pretend my finger is not hovering over this button. So, we return to the party just after the ghost was dissipated by Fergus's arrows. And yes, I know you guys are not on the map. I'm doing that for a reason. As you are all taking a moment to collect your breath, Fergus, you probably for the very first time, considering combat is very quick, feel that your beard is much longer than it was before.
Just call out to the group. Guys, leave it to a ghost dwarf to make my beard grow by staring at me. I kind of just tug on it as I look towards them.
Oh god, I'm a monster!
And as you are tugging on it, you reach into your pocket and you pull out the straight razor you usually use for trimming your beard. And as you're looking at that, we kind of wibbly wobbly flash back in time.
Oh yeah, flashback. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And we are seeing the exact same straight razor being passed over a wooden counter to you from a old human man who's basically just like a stiff breeze is about to blow him over.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, well, it's been in my family for 40 years, but it's the last thing that I have. I was hoping I could get a few golden crowns for it. And this is the a pawn shop that you are managing for the guild.
Mm-hmm. I would take the straight razor, kind of flip it in my hands, kind of take a look at it and everything. And I imagine if it's actually been in his family for a while, it has like those old nicks, but still serviceable if it's been and well taken care of this long. Probably something isn't too valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine. You let me know if I'm wrong.
Nope. It's middling quality.
Yeah. Kind of flip it around and stuff and be like, look, friend, this business is here to make money. I don't think this is quite as valuable as you led me on to believe here, but I'm a generous guy. Tell you what, I'll let it go for, and I basically offer him probably a little bit more than half of what he was asking for, which probably more than I should offer him.
Mm-hmm.
This is him, like, at this point in his life, being a little generous about it.
Well, if that's what it is worth, you would know the product better than me, being of the dwarven folk, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. We know our craftsmanship, all right. Just kind of slide him the coins and kind of do a quick flip and just pocket it and put a couple coins that are worth the same amount into the till. Definitely isn't something that he'd probably be able to sell back to anybody, as worn and old as it is, but you know, so something to have. Go ahead. I was just gonna say, like, as he does that, he kind of looks at the guy as he's pocketing his, like, now, I gave you a great deal. You don't go telling people around town that I'm in the service of charity or nothing.
Of course, I know. Thank you, young man. And he starts trying to, like,
just kick back my shoes onto the desk and sit back, wait for the next customer.
You hear a call from your contact and slight friend, Darwin Seagazer, from the back room. Mm-hmm. He goes, "Oi, Fergis, come on back here for a moment. I'm finishing up." And as you go back there, to describe your friend, he is like every bit of like the like buccaneer seafaring person. He does have a peg leg. He's got exposed arms that with muscles and tattoos, and he's got a scar on his face, which is very much disarming for people considering that he's really good at the finance side of thievery. He's been going over your books for you as you've been recently set up in this location.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "All right, listen, I know you're new to how we do things here, Gorsaconia. This ain't like Avalan. We got a tax collector come around and collect your hay or some shit. We need to hide the extra expenses of you being a fence by seeding it into your income. Pawn shops like this, straight cash businesses, so it's easy to put in the till, turn that dirty money clean." And he starts like gesturing what he was doing on the books.
Mm-hmm.
Just basic money laundering, but in a medieval world, that's pretty new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine if it would start anywhere, it would start on a port city.
Yep. He goes, "Well, then, how are you adapting to all this, getting set up?"
Not so bad. It's pretty easy work, to be fair. It's just gotta know when to put down the right things in the books, make sure the money is exchanged at a profit for us, and generally make sure that things look up and up, but you know the deal. And he kind of motions to the books that he's been cooking.
You suddenly feel like a very hard thwack on the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And coming around behind you is your brother, whose name I forget.
Tomas,
yeah, that's right. Unlike you, he doesn't trim his beard. He goes, well, of course, it's easy for Fergis here. Old Ferdy's got the easy job, as he throws a dagger that's still wet with blood onto the table. And Darwin pulls up the book so he doesn't get on. He goes, oi, come on, Tomas. You know the rules. You got to clean that stuff. You don't want to mix the bloody side of the business with the clean side of the business now. He goes, yeah, I know. So how's it going, Ferdy? You settling into the soft things? As he leans back on the table and puts his boots up.
Well, someone in the family has to be responsible, and clearly you still haven't learned to clean up after yourself, as he kind of like picks up the knife and begins to wipe it clean and stuff. Kind of just sighing as he wipes it clean before flinging it onto the table in front of Tomas. And typical fashion of his, it just kind of wedges it a little bit into the wood as he wipes off the bloody part of the table as well.
Just keep telling yourself that, little brother.
Oh, yes, because I'm sure to be the little one. Small of frame. Clearly, I was born second, right?
Oh, yeah. And he turns back to Darwin. You see, you good at giving old Ferdy here this job. He doesn't have the stomach for the wet work side of things. Can't even really swing a blade good. Just got no muscle to put behind it. Put him in an actual street fight? Yeah, he'd be down in a moment.
It's not about the strength you put behind a blow. It's about how you manipulate the blow of others when they're trying to strike you. I can hold my own despite what my brother says, but I prefer to use my intelligence rather than sheer brawn.
He takes his feet off the table and leans forward on the table a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, really? You're gonna outthink someone coming at you?"
I mean, I've outthought you in our entire lives.
I got the shin under the table, and you just crumble and hit your head on the table.
Yep. Fuck. Starts screaming a flurry of obscenities.
Yeah, he just starts doing a deep belly laugh as he gets up. He goes, never change, Ferdy, never change, as he leaves out the front door.
Just under his breath, he's like, please change, and quickly.
Darwin leans down over you, go, well, never really been in a fight before? No training? And this is before you got any training, so you're not even like a level 1 rogue.
Oh yeah, he's just like bluffing when he talks about being able to fight and everything. He's like, unfortunately, no. Again, I have solved most of the problems I've had in my life with words or, bargaining, so don't really exactly know how to swing a sword or whatnot.
You may be working in the paper side of things, but it wouldn't hurt for you to actually know how to handle yourself. I know a guy. He lives out in the Narrows. He's not with the guild, but we can pay him good coin. He gives good, reliable training. If you're interested, I can give you the name.
I mean, hey, if you're paying, it's, experience. I can probably put it to work in one way or another, even if I don't get into any conflict with the guild here.
Bold of you to assume that I'm paying. Then we're going to jump forward in time a little bit. Will you just give me a flat D20 roll?
Middle of the road.
We cut to see a like an archery target, and you just hit the side of it with an arrow. And someone speaks. That is the voice of your elven mentor, Telelane. He goes, "No, Fergis, you're pulling away from it whenever you let go. You're afraid of the string. Trust me. If someone's coming at you with a knife, their blade's going to do a lot more damage to your face than that string ever will. And your elven mentor is he looks like he's someone that's like in a very much like a fit middle-aged person, but he is a full blooded elf. So that
Probably
would
like 800 or something.
He's incredibly ancient if you really thought about it. But as it stands, he's primarily got like shoulder length blonde hair, but he's just graying near the temples.
Mm-hmm.
But elves age very gracefully.
But yeah, when he comments about being afraid of the strings, like, well, I get it. I know what you're saying, but it's hard to overcome the initial shock of when the first time I pulled this thing back and it snapped and cut up my fingers.
Well, sometimes you have to take a little bit of hurt to learn from it. They can't let that be afraid, though. All right, give it another go.
I assume you want another roll.
Yeah, just another roll. You land just short of the target this time. He goes, all right, well, we've been at this for a little bit. Why don't we call it a day for now?
Yeah, I kind of like put away the bow, and I kind of do that thing where you're stretching your fingers after you've worked with your hand for too long and it hurts. Like, ugh.
And then, care for tea? I can put the kettle on in my house or apartment.
Tea's fine. Wine would be better, but tea's good. And he kind of just like starts rubbing his hands as he makes his way into the room or home or whatever it is.
Where you are is essentially the Narrows is a part of this city where it's very tall, multi-storied wooden structures, very narrowly put together with just like barely 4-foot wide alleys in between that people string their laundries in between. It's very much the low-income housing tenements. Yes, you were practicing archery in like to call it a park in between the buildings would be generous, considering that it's just a patch of undeveloped land.
It's the vacant lot of the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I get
it's a vacant lot.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep. You start making your way up some wooden stairs towards Telelane's tenement. And as you pass a door, it swings open, and like a just past middle-aged human woman who's got like one baby in hand, and you just hear like all the toddlers going nuts inside, sticks her head out and goes, "Oi, dagger ears, where's my rent?" And he goes, "Yes."
Did you cut off?
No, could you not hear me? I'm still here.
No, I hear you now, but you kind of cut off like when she was about to say something.
Yeah, she said, "Oi, dagger ears, where's my rent? You're late again." And he goes, "Yes, I know, and I'm just getting the coin now. I'll have it to you by the end of the week." She goes, "You better." And as she's saying that, like fully on, one of her kids just runs out and hits you in the leg with a stick. Fergus.
Son of a bitch! Followed by another few obscenities that shall remain in the past, as I have described before, kind of when he's angry, he just starts cursing like a sailor.
"Hey, don't swear in front of my children, you fat bearded fuck!" She yells. Yeah. And the elf's like, "We should just keep moving on."
Tell her a thing or two as he kind of just gets into the room before he says something that he's gonna make the guy regret teaching him.
Oh yeah, it's a very narrow little one-room tenement that he lives in, as he has an actual metal stove because of course he has some advancements where he puts a tea kettle on. And it'll just be a moment. So, and did you get involved with the guild? Oh, and don't look surprised. I know you didn't tell me, but I've been around the city long enough to know what type of people come for my mentoring.
Yeah, he kind of looks at him kind of quizzically, but he kind of lets it slide. He's like, "Well, let's just say that my family isn't the best of sorts, even before me and my brother started coming close to of age. My father is a drunk by even dwarven standards, if you could believe it, and not wanting to resort to just menial labor for the rest of my life like he's resorted to. I assume this is before he's passed."
Yeah.
I decided to make the best of what I was good at, and that is, and he like kind of taps at his head. What I got up here, it's what I'm good at and what I can manage.
And you didn't want to return to your clans? I know there's still a few dwarfholds left.
I mean, I'm sure there are. I have never really been around many dwarves in my life, and if my brother or my father are any indication, I can't imagine I want to spend too much time with them.
Well, perhaps you're in the right, Fergus. My people, we lived in this land before the humans got here. But well, our old way of life is going away. Modernizations, the Corsiconians call it. It's clearly working for them, so maybe I'm just the old fool for hanging on to some of the old ways. Maybe you're just smarter than me.
I mean, clearly you have some of the same sentiment as I do. Otherwise, you'd try to climb the mountains and go over to Avashland. I've heard that there's all kinds of elves over there. I mean, the same sentiment. Why don't you go to your people if you're telling me I should have stayed with mine? It's really all it is, adapting to what we got.
You're not wrong, and as he starts pouring your tea, but not all of us have a choice to change our path, Fergus. And that's when we turn to the present.
Yep. He's trying to trim off the best he can of his beard as he's like coming up to everybody. He's like, so despite my nonchalant grooming, we should probably pick up the pace and figure out what the fuck's going on here before the ghost comes back.
And with that, I will move you guys back over to the dungeon map, and we can return to initiative order.
Huzzah.
Thank you for the improv there.
It's all good.
All right.
I've subjected you guys all to at least one so far.
I like it. I like it. It's a fun mechanic. All right. Initiative up. And you guys are free to role play in free actions. This is just to determine for movement.
But yeah, he would call out to the group and like, I mean, I don't really feel like splitting up too much. I do see a path up north here, but where are we going first?
And Nolgrim's gone.
I mean, he can't see that.
Yep, this is true. Looks like you're all up there, so I'll descending. Fittingly enough, Fergus is on deck first.
Does anyone say anything after he shouts out where we should go?
Refresher on this map, where did we come in from? The left side?
You came in from this direction.
Okay.
Nolgrim will shout back, I'll be there in a minute.
So Nolgrim shouts at the top of his lung. It echoes like a motherfucker, and all stealth is now gone.
Do I hear which direction it's coming from?
Vague south.
Okay. So I'll start moving with my actions and bonuses and stuff. So let me get to here. That's 45 feet of movement.
I'll remind you just so that way we don't speed over too many things. If we're not in active combat, just don't. Effectively, your characters are walking because we're not going by 6 second intervals. We're just going around. So just move your normal 25 movement speed, so that way I have time to trigger things rather than speed racing.
Okay. I was just moving my 50, my bonus, and or my movement and my action.
Yep.
I don't think he'd be dashing and stuff with his bonus action right now. So
right.
But I'd get to here and see that there's a couple blockaded paths, but that'll be my extent of movement. And I just shout at Nolgrim, hold on, hold your goddamn ass, wait for the group. And then that's my turn.
Then you'll probably backtrack at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's my movement.
All right.
I know I saw a tunnel down here, a passageway down here. Where are you all heading off to?
I heard Nolgrim vaguely down here, so I imagine it's the tunnel over there. There's also one up north, but, it seems like the decision's been taken out of our hands here.
Let's go down this one down here. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah. He points to the ones behind him. Like, these ones are both collapsed, it looks like.
Nolgrim, where the hell are you, boy?
Down here at the southern tunnel.
Freya.
All right. 5C. Thrum.
You're on top of Taskill, so I'll just move you to the side.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Dead!
And then
Like, jog to keep up. Alright. Taskill.
Yeah, guess I'll follow on.
Yeah, I know doing movement this way during dungeon exploration is a little bit more tedious, but it makes, like, traps and triggered events so much easier to control.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Understood.
Fergus.
She's gonna go in a straight line over to here for 40 feet. I can kind of see the back end of Nolgrim.
You see him just starting to round the corner.
Gonna go. Is this like a door here?
Yeah, that Nolgrim ran right past it, so I didn't mention it to him, but that is a large, shining, silver shiny door that looks like it's made out of mithril that has like a large blue gem lodged into the center of it. And then there's like just a keyhole and a handle off to the side.
Taskill, on your way by, make sure to take a look at this door. It looks interesting. Might have to jimmy it open if all else fails.
Nolgrim.
Step around, see. There you are. Seeing that Fergus has spotted that door, Nolgrim's going to make his way down. 2, 3, 4. Ugh. Is that a hole in the floor?
Yeah, that's a hole in the floor. You can't get any more information unless you get closer to it.
It looks like there's a way down this way, potentially.
Yeah, let's see if there's a way to stop this ghost from coming back. Maybe burning a body or two will be good if we can find his.
Did you say a way down?
I mean, it's a giant hole in the floor. Seems about person-sized.
All right.
Might be
Right.
a tomb. Crypt.
all right.
Yeah, you would know that because of dwarves' habit of cremation, they don't generally tend to create tombs or crypts.
Oh, that's right.
They do occasionally, like in cities, have like halls of the ancestors, but it's more of like a memorial than an actual grave site.
Are we starting checking these this way?
Looks like we need a key for that one.
Yeah, there's a big door.
I might be able to jimmy it open, who knows? But I'd like some of the more metal inclined to take a look at it first and see if they might see anything.
Take a look down that hallway. All right.
Taskill.
And I guess I'll check out the door.
Let's see. I would say different information here. You could give me an Arcana, an Investigation, or a Blacksmithing tools roll. Blacksmithing using intelligence. You'll get different information depending on which one you roll. But just choose one for now.
It's a proficiency bonus for tools, right?
Yeah. Proficiency bonus plus your...
Yeah, if you click your tools, it should already automatically add the proficiency.
Yep.
And then it queries you for mental score or physical score. Damn.
All right. Examining this from the eyes of a blacksmith, this is like you kind of like examine it. You trace your fingers along the edges. You give it like a little tap. This is definitely not necessarily a solid mithril door. There's probably some reinforced plates on the inside, but it's very thick because you don't hear it vibrate. It's like a vault door. It's got internal hinges. It's flush with the stonework on the side. You're guessing that it's probably a tight seal. That's how even like gaseous form and stuff couldn't get under it. You would need hell of a lot to knock this thing down. It's like a bank vault door. You would also know that this is most certainly not standard issue for a dwarven mine. This is a lot of door. It's very expensive for a mine.
It's a hell of a door.
Well, I'll go ahead and try to work my magic if you step aside. And he kind of cracks his fingers.
Mm.
He's like, ow, why does that hurt more now?
Yeah, you could just go ahead and step aside 5 feet if you want, Taskill.
He had only moved 20 feet. That's why I
Yeah.
figured he'd be keeping investigate anyway.
Mm-hmm. Fergis.
First, going to check for traps, like a good
Alright.
rogue should.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a natural 20. It's a 15 plus my D4 plus 6. So 25. Check for
25
traps.
still high enough. As you examine this thing, there's no immediate traps on the outside, but you do take a little peek into the keyhole. There is no internal mechanics of the door. Inside that keyhole is actually a small chamber just large enough for a key, and you can see it with your dark vision. It kind of looks like the inside, like imagine like a 20-sided die, except like the interior of it if it was like a 3D object.
Mm-hmm.
And each face has a different dwarven rune on it. If you were to stick your lockpick in this thing, you would probably have some sort of magical effect happen to you that would be unpleasant. If you were to wager, though you're not familiar with necessarily all dwarven security measures, you're guessing you need a special key that's got the corresponding runes in just the right places to go into this keyhole to unlock it.
So I can safely assume that it's not going to be pickable even by the best of standards.
you think it's actually going to be hazardous to you if you try to pick it right now.
Yeah. He kind of looks at it, looks into the keyhole. Nope. And just continues walking.
All right. Smart boy.
Lock's just as fancy as the rest of the door. Huh?
Yeah. I'm going to keep an eye on Nolgrim. He's bound to get into danger. I'm going to keep looking over here.
All right, Nolgrim, what you doing?
Jumping in a hole.
Gonna take a closer look at the pit.
Sure. You'll need to stand up next to it because it's literally flush with the ground. It goes straight down farther than you can see with your dark vision into the blackness. When you look at the ceiling, you see divots in the stone that looks like it used to be where like screws for a pulley system might have been. But it's been like removed from the stone. So you're experienced enough with dwarven techniques to know this is probably something that they used to move like buckets of either like supplies or rare material or ores up and down between the levels of the mine, because it is just a sheer drop. There is no handholds. There is no divots. It's smooth stone.
It's like a dwarven dumb waiter.
What'd you call me, boy?
Do I
His
still
new
have a standard
nickname
action?
is Thrum Dumbwaiter.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Am I able to snap my vision to the bed and send him down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, he'll do that. Well, he'll first put his hand on the wall next to him, and then do so just so he has something tactile to hold on to. And the bat will move, I think, fly speed, let me see.
Yeah, it should be just a
30 feet fly speed.
yeah. So it moves its full dash speed this round. It does not reach the bottom.
Mhm.
So we can redress that on your next turn. Thrum already moved out of turn, I saw. So that would be Freya up next.
Not bad. I thought I was behind Fergus.
It's no worries.
All right, so that door is a no-go.
Unless you can recreate a key that has these runes, and I just try my best to make the rune shapes with my fingers.
It's just impossible.
Exactly. It looks like I'm trying to do like a Naruto jutsu.
A sudden water dragon appears.
Oh shit, I need to remember these moves.
All right. Moved up to that corner there.
And that's where I'll move.
Taskill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see the corner of his name, but not Nolgrim yet. But since the rest of the party seems to be going on ahead, I might as well try and find him. That takes
Oh, yeah.
25.
Everyone's leaving. I'm like, God damn! I said somebody watch Nolgrim.
Fergus.
Okay, so straight line, 25 feet over here.
Mhm.
5 more feet up there. Seeing dummy walls, and then another 20 feet to here. And can I make like a just general perception to see if I notice anything in these hallways?
Sure.
Whether it be like occulty things, or if like I recognize any symbols on the walls.
Sure. Yeah. Currently, it's just really old, mostly smooth stone. Dwarven carving work, even like industrial, like these mine tunnels, are pretty clean by anyone's standards. All these tunnels are also square. They don't like make them into like rounded tops or anything like that. They're fancy. It's just like a 10-foot by 10-foot tunnel going through the earth. But other than that, yeah, nothing really else jumps out at you.
Gotcha. That's mine. So
All
back
right.
to Nolgrim.
Nolgrim, you still having your bat?
Yep.
Go 60 feet straight down?
Yep.
All right. Let's see, was it? Yeah, it doesn't hit the bottom.
Is it able to see, like...
It's just its dark vision can its blind sense can definitely go all around it, and it's just been a straight shaft straight down.
Okay. But no detection of the floor yet?
No detection of the floor.
Okay.
Or actually, how far is its blind sense?
60 feet.
Oh, okay. Then yes, it just detects the floor, but it is not at there. It's about another 30 feet to the floor, and it looks like it's a small enclosed room, like the one that you entered in from.
Okay. That'll be my turn as he's just continuing to send the bat down.
All right, Thrum. Go.
Yep. Hey boy, what have you gotten into? Is that a toilet?
Yeah, I don't know if Nolgrim can hear you right
But
now.
would the bat be able to hear him?
Not from that far down, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, 120 feet away.
Yeah, he doesn't have any sight or hearing in his own body right now. So
Mm.
So you just see him standing still, just looking forward. No response.
All right, Freya.
All right. Let's see. Do we want to wait for them to catch up? Probably. So yeah, I guess I'll go forward a little bit just to see what's down this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'll stop.
Yep. Taskill.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go see the hole everyone's talking about.
there's
Yeah, that's the hole.
Oh man, I don't know if any of you know Tom's on YouTube, but one of his favorite ones is the hole. It's just the hole in the middle of his living room that things fall down into, and they never come back out, so he never questions it.
I've seen that video. It's pretty good.
I love that so much.
Right, well, any pebbles? Because light cantrip.
I imagine there's probably debris everywhere in this place.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit
Okay.
around the sides. It's clean by normal mine standards, but yeah, you could definitely find some stuff.
So, yeah.
Light, bitches.
Mm-hmm. Toss it down the hole, although I don't know that you said the bat can see the bottom now, so.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll hit the bat.
Reverse bat fishing.
So yeah, you can definitely on this turn pick up a stone and lob it over Nolgrim's shoulder. It's like the hole is pretty much the entire that space there, so you can easily throw a light down.
Nolgrim hadn't moved since I stepped around here.
I imagine we all know what happens when he goes.
Yeah,
into that
you
mode.
know he gets.
Yeah, he's done it before and told us to watch him and explained it. So I don't see his bat, so I think his bat may be down in that toilet.
Yeah, I don't think it's a toilet, but yeah, it's probably down there.
Man, that would be the deepest toilet ever. Probably good for dwarves.
Well, I told him to dig a latrine, but not to stop.
I think this is why they call it the drop.
Rumor has it he's still digging to this day.
Fergus.
Okay, so step in here. I vaguely see an outline of a door.
It's pretty dim in the darkness. You need to get closer to get more details.
Oh yeah. Gonna go to here. Let me just double check how much movement that was. That's 25. Gonna roll perception, or I guess if I'm going to spend the rest of my turn, can I do an investigation to kind of see if there's any traps approaching the door?
Sure.
26.
Nope, it's all clear tunnel.
Okay, so that'll be my turn since I use an action to investigate because I know it takes longer to investigate this area.
Yep. Nolgrim. So your bat has found the floor.
We'll probably like, oh shit, as light just suddenly lights up the area.
Told you it was a toilet.
But the bat will keep going down.
Okay, so it flies 30 feet down and it rests on the floor. There's one tunnel leading out of it, but
does the room? You said it just looks like
it's another version of basically what you're in right now, except just the exit is coming out this direction to the north. Mm-hmm. But other than that, there's no other. It's not a big room. It's literally just a small little tunnel room.
Nolgrim will say, if Avia's here, could you give me a tap on the shoulder? Because I can't hear you or see you. Just not sure if I'm alone or not.
And Taskill can do that as a free action. I'm not gonna.
And he'll say, good. Looks like this is a tunnel that leads somewhere. About 100 feet down. I'll send the bat forward a little bit, but I think I'm reaching the end of my range to communicate with him.
Because it's 150 feet straight down.
Oh, it's 150 feet?
Yeah, I was imagining that your bat was using its move action and its action to dash in the air, which it can do. So it moves 60 feet per round, and then it moved an additional 30 feet to reach the bottom.
I gotcha.
150 feet right down to the bottom.
I think that's beyond my ability to give him instructions then.
Mm-hmm.
So the instruction going down would have been to explore, so I'll probably stay linked and let him continue down if he does.
It's just to explore the area down there?
Yeah. And just kind of be ready to bamf him out.
Okay. See. Are you still perceiving through his eyes?
Yeah.
Okie doke. He flaps around a corner here. Hold on, let me look at the map. Not really a spoiler to let you know that there's more than one layer to this dungeon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he flaps around the corner and he enters a larger square room that has a large crack down the middle of it.
Sorry, what was that? A large square room with a crack down the middle?
Yeah, like a crack in the middle, like a rift that's dividing it. There appears to be some sort of like rickety bridge bridging the two halves.
I see a ravine down below. Looks like a crossing of some kind.
And as it flies closer, a big old swarm of bats fly out of the ravine. Did you want to bamf the familiar away?
Yeah, he'll go ahead and do that.
All right.
So, returning back to his vision, say, yeah, definitely a ravine. There's a swarm of bats that flooded out. I wasn't sure if they were hostile or running from something.
Thrum.
Well, let's keep on moving up here. Freya? Where are y'all? That's it for him.
Freya.
All right. Just going to move here. Spot that door over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to walk back so that anyone who comes through here will be able to see which way we went.
Yeah. Taskill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now that we're done with the hole, I guess we'll start making our way back. And I'm rather curious as to why shaft would only have one end, and that end being a giant ravine, as Nolgrim said, but assumably we'll find it soon enough.
I will say, and Nolgrim could confirm this, it didn't look like it was built to have a ravine. Like maybe the tunnel, like the room was split by seismic activity. Nolgrim could say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Certainly enough of that here to go around.
All right. Was that all your movement, Taskill? I was looking at something.
Yeah.
Else. Okay. Fergis.
I'm gonna turn back to Freya and let her know that, like, hey, I'm gonna go check out this door. Keep an eye out. Let him know where I went. It should be right around this corner. And I will go to here, and I will investigate this door.
Okay.
Not a natural
Yeah,
one.
I figured if you got a 20, but it was red, that was not a natural one.
Checking for traps, and is also just kind of investigating the door and see what the whole look of it is.
Yeah, this door is an imposing 10 foot by 10 foot. It completely fills the space. It is very out of place, and even to Fergus's eyes, it is not of dwarven make. It looks like it's primarily made out of like crudely repurposed steel. You can tell by some of like the warping and the coloration of it, as well as pig iron, which is the functional but not very good byproduct of the iron smelting process. That's been hammered into bars and sheets and turned into a large gate-like door that bears a oversized bull's skull attached to it. There are multiple like runes cut into the metal that are filled with like a dried red material, which might be blood. What?
Can't.
Okay, yeah. So you're not familiar with what these runes are, but with a 20 investigation, it's pretty safe to assume that they are magical. You don't. This isn't like that other door that you found where it's those like airtight and everything like that, but there is no keyhole or handles. If you were to wager, since it does very much remind you of like a fortress gate, if it's locked, it's going to probably be like barred from the other side.
Okay. That'll probably be my turn because I took 25 to move up there.
Yep.
I'd shout back to Freya like, "There's this weird, evil-looking door over here," and basically shout what I. Yeah.
4 or 5. That'll be my movement to get that far.
I mean, if you think he would run to go check out the spooky door, I'm not.
Yeah, he probably would be.
I was just
Of course,
trying to
Nolgrim
be.
would run to find.
Yeah. I only full speed.
Some
All
I
right.
put on my trusty.
I just need to learn the fine art of crowd dodging.
The trick is to look at their feet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You found anything good up here?
You're all
No.
close. You can hear each
Keep
other
looking.
with the echo.
Yeah, I shouted at what I found and everything. So
Funny looking door. Another one. What we need are keys. We've got plenty of doors.
All right. Freya.
Now that Thrum has showed up, I'm gonna go check out this door. I will go ahead and give that an investigate of my own if I can.
Absolutely. Yep, pretty much the same information I gave Fergus. I'm pretty sure you don't know what those runes are either. But you're fairly confident that they're on this door. It's probably because it's magical. It doesn't look like it's like formatting a sentence or something like that.
Well, the runes probably do something.
And also, it's very clearly not dwarf. Like that other door, that Mithril one was like a clearly dwarven-made door and installed here. You can tell by how this thing was driven into the walls and ceilings that it's an after the fact and the kind of cockeyed craftsmanship that a dwarf would never do.
But that is going to be my turn.
Taskill.
Yeah, just strolling along, catching up.
Fergus.
I would look for Freya. Like you said, Thrum is on his way.
I am
Yes.
right down here.
Yeah, he's down the hallway.
No time like the present. I'm gonna see if this door is locked. Or did you tell me it was? And you said if it was locked,
There's
I think.
no locking mechanism, so you just need to like push on it and see what happens.
I'm gonna hold until Freya gets out of the way, just in case.
Yep.
But I'll hold basically my action to try to open it until, like, better stand back just in case this could get nasty.
All right, Nolgrim.
all right.
They're down here, Nolgrim. Said they found a strange door.
Yes, I'm going. That's
35.
35, 550. Yeah. Alright. Both actions done.
Okay. Thrum.
Why everybody's running? It's just a door.
It's an evil door.
Although now that I see Nolgrim, I am gonna forego my held action because he might know more about this than I do.
Freya.
I'm going to move out of the way. Hey, Nolgrim, you know open close?
I'm afraid I do not.
Man, what a time to not know Mage Hand.
I know that.
All right. Taskill.
Shatter it.
That might require a rest, and we don't have that time of time.
I've got one more in the tank.
Let's not try to shatter it with an earshot of probably
Yeah.
like 7 other ghosts.
Mm.
Yeah, for the cautious, I'm just gonna say he's probably taking the dodge action as he's pretty slow.
That's fair. You did encounter a ghost not too long ago. All right. Fergus.
I'm going to delay until after Nolgrim.
All right. Nolgrim.
Do you want me to inspect the door or just try to open it?
See, at least see if this language is anything you can read.
Do we have time for me to ensure I could guarantee to read it?
How long does
Take
that
it.
take? Like 10 minutes?
About 10 minutes, yes.
It'll put us in more risky time frame, but if you think it's going to be for the best, I would.
give you guys time to explore the rest of the floor.
Okay, but don't touch this door without us.
Of course. Actually, while I'm there, could I go ahead and use my action just to inspect it, see if there's anything I can make of it before
Sure.
I... Okay. Languages are Common, Dwarven, and Undercommon.
Okay.
And is there anything I could roll to see if I could...
Just an investigation. I mean, I guess you could try to give me a history to see if you recognize the runes, but since you study a lot of stuff.
They're both the same number, but I'll like taking a history tack to it.
You're fairly certain that those runes are abyssal.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting a abyssal vibe from the text here.
Yep. Definitely take the time to read that.
All right. So with that, Nolgrim will go ahead and start saying out stuff and getting ready to ritual cast tongues.
Yeah, we could just like speed forward that ritual cast if you guys just want to sit here and wait for it. I need
to take a quick bio anyway, so if you guys are still good, you could continue exploring.
Up to you guys.
The other places up north, I would say we don't leave somebody alone or split the group too much.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and take a bio, and then we can find out afterwards.
Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else on this floor or on this part.
There's another path north that we didn't investigate, so... Like, I remember seeing an opening that goes deeper in than just a cave-in.
Yes, I know for a fact that someone saw that because I see how the Fog of War is revealed on my screen.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, it's interesting. I can Control L one of your tokens, and I can see what you're currently seeing right now, but what's been revealed with Explore mode, it shows me what you've all revealed collectively, no matter who I touch. So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mind Dungeon.
With a demon door.
Mm-hmm.
The runes say, age 100 years, all he who enter.
It says, whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Thorgar's metal playing cards. Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
It's like one of the XKCD web comics I love so much, where the devil comes into a guy's room where he's working on a computer and he goes, "Tremble, mortal, I have come for your soul." And the guy says, "Read the sign." And there's a sign right there, and the devil reads it. "By willfully entering this room, you hereby surrender all rights to your soul to the occupant here within." Wait a minute, you can't do this. The guy, too late. Just used legal loopholes. Yeah, it was funny to me.
Oh, sorry, I spaced out for a second there.
No worries.
I was looking through just web pages of, since we were waiting for someone to go to the bathroom, of options of, like, because I was thinking of homebrew stuff and using strength for certain types of ranged combat in 5e.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice you can do that with thrown weapons.
Yeah, you can do it with thrown weapons, but I was seeing, like, if anyone else had any ideas. Like, the best one I found is someone for specific ranged weapons using, like, a might weapon quality, which would be, like, the opposite of finesse for very select, like, ranged weaponry. And I was just kind of curious if anyone had come up with something.
Early time back.
Hey.
Did anybody else take a bio, or is it just me?
I think it was just you.
Okay.
Or
Sorry
someone
about
else.
that.
No, I feed with you.
Oh, awesome.
He had to do the PP dance first, though, so it took him a second longer.
All right. So, if we're good to continue, I'll go ahead and ritual cast. I think it's tongues. Let me see what spell I have. Comprehend languages. That's the one.
Yep.
I thought you had a skill where you could read any written language or something.
I tried that out for a different one since I was able to get ritual cast comprehend languages anyways.
Gotcha.
Also to save Gombo's poor feelings.
Oh, that was just because I completely forgot he could do that. And like, how are you supposed to describe Eldritch Lovecraft language?
Right.
Shoot. Especially when the AP said there's runes, but they never bothered to tell me what the runes said.
Right.
Nice move, guys. Anyway.
Did have a chance to work it out in the beta.
Yeah, apparently. Looking at these runes, they're not so much a sentence as much as they are. They're definitely, with your spell, you can confirm that they appear to be a kind of spell laid upon the door.
Here's what they're
carved into the metal.
This page intentionally left blank.
The runes are carved in the metal and activated with blood. Give me an Arcana. Yeah, the runes lend the door supernatural durability and kind of like kinetic dispersion, so it's extremely resistant to being rammed or battered open.
Does it give any indication? You said it can be opened with blood.
Well, no, that's what
Sealed it.
That's what activated the runes of the spell. I'm saying it's nasty magic.
Okay. That's
nasty, demony, abyssal stuff.
Meant to contain or meant to?
Just meant to make the door very hard to break down.
Okay.
But it's not something that's going to kill us by touch?
Yeah, with the spell, he can confirm that.
Yeah. But I'm just going to say, whatever's on the other side, they went out of their way to ensure that this door didn't get busted down. Either they want to keep us out or want to keep something else in.
And it doesn't seem like it's a dwarf that did this either, so that might be something we want to get into. Because from the scene, looking of the door, it looks like they were trying to keep dwarves out, as this is very not a what would you call dwarvy thing to build.
Yeah, very, very rough craftsmanship, to say the least.
We'll just
My
blow
dwarf
up
pride
the
mate.
mine around the door.
You said it's in abyssal, so
I'm just going to try to open the door.
have we run into anything?
I would get ready to fight just in case there's something.
you-
Could Thrum have moved up to join the party?
Yeah, absolutely. You had 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put yourself wherever you want to be. Fergus, when you step up and you put both hands on the door and you give it a push, it moves on its hinges only very slightly, but you get that feeling of when you put your weight behind a door that is barred from the other side, how it kind of meets up against the bar, and then it kind of stops as also the magic is taking hold as well.
Figures this is not openable from this side. There might be another way around the way I mentioned before, so otherwise I don't think we're getting through this without some kind of way to dispel some arcane magic-y jumbo.
Yeah, let's keep looking around. We gotta find a key.
So then we'll go back to the turn order of movement.
Mm-hmm. I'll just start at the top, I guess Taskill's and Bex. We'll start with him. The good news is if it's barred from the other side, you guys know that doesn't mean it's like we're sealing something in. It's definitely keep people out. So that is some good news, kind of.
And it's tightly sealed between the doors. You couldn't slip a knife in there and try to jimmy open whatever's holding it back.
No, it's pretty tightly sealed.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
I assume that because Mage Hand doesn't make any mention of conjuring where I could see.
It does provide a weight limit though, and I'll just save us all some time. Let you know the bar weighs more than 10 pounds.
Okay, that works.
Back to Nolgrim. That was my movement.
Yep.
All right, back to exploration.
Dun,
From
dun, 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 dun.
I mean, if you guys want, I can just move you back to the center of the pillar room because you guys know there's no traps or anything between here and there.
Yeah, that works.
That'll work. Yeah.
Just round you up real quick.
Round them up.
Move them step at a time, so I don't. It should be only revealed.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that's about like I think a little bit up. We can go from there. I think.
There you go.
There we go. See, I told you there was a hallway.
Hey, was there anything down here? Oh.
Sorry, I just reset it to the top of the turn order. If you want to start on someone else's turn, I'm not going to
Yeah,
care.
that's fine.
And I would point down the hallway to this direction and tell him, like, I saw another path that way, but it looks like it had rubble collapsed in it. I didn't get a great look at it, though.
Could take a closer look when I get there, but I did see in that hole, deep down, there seemed to be a natural ravine with a bridge crossing. Perilous bridge crossing.
If we back up for just a second here. You didn't notice it when you were in combat, but on this pillar right here, Fergus, there appears to be dwarven writing on the pillar carved into the wall. It's not like a placard or anything like that. It looks like someone took a tool and carved in, but it's definitely clear dwarvish runes.
Actually, can we backtrack? Oh, go ahead and finish that real quick.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, as we're coming out, since Cumbrian language is less an hour, would I be able to make out anything of interest on the door here?
There was no runes on it at all.
Okay. It was on the inside.
Yeah, and those were if people told you about it, even Fergus has been hanging around with you and Freya enough to know that those were dwarven magic runes for dwarven Artifice, and it was he got a very high roll. It's for traps and security.
I gotcha. Okay.
All right. So the translation, because Fergus can read dwarven, it says, "Father's folk clutch deep hearth and mead in still winds that dare not breathe, nor untowards Bardock grimcast's ilk, lest pale shadows cast by oars unforgotten tend upon the axe's edge."
Do you have text you can paste? Because I'm not going to be able to remember any of that.
Yeah, that is it. Also, I'll type it in, but it's equally gobbledygook to Fergus as it is to you, Richard, and someone else.
I'm sure it would be, but I just would like to remember it, and it's hard to get my brain wrapped around any words in general.
Yeah, I'm typing it. It'll take a minute. It's Nolgrim's turn while I'm typing this in.
All right.
I just step into the hallway while I was walking, and I'm like, wait. And I kind of do some backwards walking and then turn my head. That's dwarvish there.
Yeah, and everyone else can see it too. It's not like it's a magical thing.
You still typing it in, or?
Yep, I'm typing it in. I'm a slow transcript.
I'm surprised you didn't just copy and paste.
I honestly forgot this was a thing that I had to do it because I wrote this down in an actual physical notebook.
You're one of them. Honestly, it helps even remembering things if you write it down on physical paper anyway. So
yeah. Also, it's one of those things where it's like if you're not in your home working on this stuff, you can take it with you more easily than my 15-pound laptop. That sounds like a jet engine taking off.
I think we bought the same model. I don't call it a laptop. We call it a mobile working station.
Basically, that's what it is. Yeah, I don't take it places.
So is it my turn still?
Yeah, I'm just putting this in.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
So yeah, you see that written in Dwarvish on the pillar there, Nolgrim.
Would I be able to do a history check to see if I could recognize like the name or even the surname?
Well, isn't the guy that's the ghost?
Give me an insight first.
Okay.
And no, that's a different name than the ghost.
Okay.
Insight.
It's a pretty low DC here actually. But with that insight, it's kind of gobbledygook to you too, but you recognize some of like the words, like Orcork Grimcast is like a very commonly known historical figure from some battles against orcs in the Underdark. Some of these are like figures of speech about like, father's folk is another word the dwarves used to refer to themselves. It looks like someone just stitched together a bunch of colloquialisms into just a long string of stuff. Your insight wasn't high enough for anything else.
Damn it, Nolgrim, why aren't you more insightful?
Thrum's gonna read it too, see if he can figure it out. He likes riddles.
Yeah, sure.
Insight?
Yep, insight.
And plus, he's always saying how they don't make them like they used to, and this guy is as old as they come.
So, Thrum, someone was having a stroke when they wrote this, and somehow managed to complete a sentence.
This is just garbage. Clearly made
know,
to throw us off the track. Let's keep on going ahead.
It is DC 10.
Hey, at least there's a reason Fergis can't know.
Yeah.
Taskill, Freya, you're pretty smart. Why don't y'all look at this?
Don't forget to move yourself up as well, Thrum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's over by me.
Uh-huh.
Test.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
I'm gonna laugh if everyone gets too low.
Insight.
Freya
Ooh,
got it. Freya, you're looking at this thing and you're trying to think about like a puzzle. But then you realize something is that like Nolgrim knows that it's like a bunch of like historical references, very famous like geographical marks and common sayings amongst dwarves. And it's all like stuff that you'd only know if you grew up within dwarven culture. And you realize it's like a deep cultural coded phrase. Essentially like I'll translate it for you in a second, but it's something that even if you could read Dwarvish, you wouldn't understand unless you grew up with dwarves, because it references a bunch of stuff. Because you know how we all have in real life, we have a bunch of sayings that to anyone who didn't grow up in like English-speaking American culture,
Built
it's
like a brick shit house.
Yeah, exactly. I explained shooting the shit to people who English was their second language, and they were baffled by that expression.
Oh my god, that clip about the word shit that y'all saw?
Yep.
I was rolling. We watched that 3 times.
There's another one where he discusses ass, which is equally funny.
Yeah, we didn't have time, but I'm going to hit that one too.
Basically, the translation into like just if you were to explain to someone else is surviving miners have fled deep into the mine to hide from an unknown enemy, and it's like a message left for anyone that might come to rescue.
Yeah, Bargork here, that's like Bob's your uncle. But Bob is not my uncle. My uncle is not named Bob.
So let me get this straight, lassie. It's saying that Timmy's at the bottom of a well?
I mean, more or less. Also, Timmy's most likely dead and there are more ghosts.
That's the reason why I didn't even give Fergus a chance to roll, because he didn't
never grew up around those people.
Yeah, even if you read it, it was just like, what? This is all going over my head.
Oh, yeah.
We got to find a way down then.
All right. So Freya, Taskill, I believe we're back to Fergus now because Taskill already moved.
Okay, so up to here. See that there's a block path up north. I have 5, and then my action to get to here. And I would let people know I'm taking the left path. There seems to be a couple small tunnels, or I guess hallways in this case, out of this direction.
Yeah, they're definitely smaller, like 5 foot by 5 foot tunnels, but 5 foot by 5 foot isn't too cramped for a dwarf.
And I imagine a lot of these are actually like carved stuff.
Oh yeah, none of these are natural. These are all carved.
Gotcha.
Nolgrim.
No. Follow after. And uses extra to catch up with Fergus, keeping close.
Thrum.
Thrum's gonna double time it down this way. Making sure.
Yep.
Alright, nothing down here, boys. Keep on heading up.
All right, Freya.
All right. I looked up for my screen and everyone was gone. So I know we're heading north. And I found them again.
I believe you still have 5 feet movement.
How much was that? Was that 25 feet?
Yeah, that was 25 feet according to my screen.
Yeah.
Taskill.
Yep.
Just very eerily quiet, empty tunnels currently. Fergus.
Let's step to here and make a perception.
Mhm.
See if I see anything of note. I learned my lesson after that witch's hut, okay?
Yep.
15.
It's a narrow tunnel. There's kind of like some black soot along the walls and floors. But as you stick your head in, you hear the sound of a bird, like maybe like a canary or something, chirping, but it's getting slowly more distant.
Look over at Nolgrim, like, I hear a bird chirping. Should I go check it out?
Together, yes, I suppose. I mean, we're not too far from the surface.
So can we say that, like, since Nolgrim's right after me, we can move in pair?
Yeah.
So if he wants to accompany me down this little hallway. That'll be 20 feet. Using my action, I'd get up to here and make another perception check. And that'll be my turn, I think.
Okay. You don't hear the bird anymore.
Okay.
Was that... Oh, that's just Fergus's health bar. Okay. I'm like,
Fergus' health.
what's that on the wall? Oh, okay.
Nolgrim, you moved along behind him.
Yep.
Give me a perception check real quick, Nolgrim.
Alright. I'm good at those. Hey, not too bad.
Yep. You kind of noticing that you're a little bit shorter of breath, like the air is thinner in here or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the canary just died.
All right, Thrum.
He's intent, so he's gonna keep moving quickly. A little light jog. Now that he knows that dwarves are in trouble down below. Can he do I guess I'll need to wait. Never mind. Because he double moved. Right.
Yeah, he double moved. All right. Freya.
Moving in with the rest of them.
All right. Taskill.
Well, seems like everyone going that way. Although this tunnel over here is just kind of in darkness. But better to try and stay somewhat together.
Okay. Fergus, you're also kind of feeling really short of breath right now. Richard?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure the canary's there, so you
Yeah,
know
I
when
can
you're
hear you
about to die.
Okay. So yeah, sometimes my mute button is sensitive and it'll just turn itself off.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway, he's just gonna look over at Nolgrim and be like, "I'm gonna check this little bend, but otherwise, I think we need to get out of here."
Something about the air here is not so good.
Yeah, Nolgrim, you are feeling super lightheaded right now.
Gonna poke over here, see a couple more hallways. Like, there's a couple more paths down here, but I don't trust myself. Keep going. Let's get out of here. So 25. There. Yeah, 10, 20, 25.
Unfortunately, in this hallway, you cannot move past Nolgrim because it's so tight and narrow.
Well, we could move together, could we? If I just used my...
I'll just wait here.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys, it's a trap, so I have to enforce some of the rules.
No problem.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I'm just going to stay right here. Like,
Yep.
Fergus being this short of breath for basically not really taking that much action, doesn't trust it, so...
Yeah. Nolgrim, you are really feeling it. Unless you find air right now, you will black out by the end of this turn.
Air at that point?
Yeah, you cross around the corner, and then it's like magic. Instantly, you're breathing fine again.
Move back. Make room, we need air. And can I hold my action to move out of the way when Freya does, just to clear the way for Fergus?
Sure, no problem. Yeah, I was using the rules for suffocation, and without holding your breath, you can survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier, and after the amount of time, you drop to 0 hit points.
So I mean, my Constitution modifier is higher than Nolgrim's?
Yeah, I checked. He had a Constitution modifier of 1. You had a modifier of 3.
Ah.
So.
Oh shit.
Thrum's gonna look at this and try and figure out how long ago this was written.
Sure, give me a investigation.
Well, he's rolling that. Now, hear me out. I have an ability in my class called Second Wind. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
A while ago. It's hard to tell. Not recently. All right. Freya.
All right, I guess I'll move out of the way. For sure, that's what we want to do.
Since you're dying.
And I will go down here.
All right. Taskill. Oh yeah, Nolgrim, if you want to move.
Oh yeah. So I stand there.
Another small corridor here. Seeing Nolgrim come barreling out of that one, I'm not exactly interested in what's down there.
You just need to take a deep breath going into it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you guys here. The rules for holding your breath is it's a number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier. So it's just the fact that you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
So Fergus, it's your turn.
Okay, so
It sucks to be anybody with a 10 or lower.
an 8. You can't hold your breath at all.
Yeah, I think it's a minimum of like 1 minute or something.
Yeah.
But
In Pathfinder, I think it's a number of rounds equal to your Constitution score. So
Something like that, yeah. But yeah, I'd yell down to Freya, like, see anything down that tunnel as I'm catching my breath?
it turns around, so we'd have to go deeper into it.
I just hold up my finger. Be right there. I'm taking deep breaths.
all right, Nolgrim.
So what's the plan? Do you think that tunnel is worth exploring with a good breath of air?
I have a feeling if it wouldn't be haunted like this if there wasn't something important in there.
Right.
I can make it a quick journey if I'm prepared for this, but I was not prepared for that.
Here, and he'll, on Nolgrim's turn, he'll bring the bat back and hand it over to Fergus and say, at the very least, I could send him with you and instruct him to hold his breath as well, so at least I know if something goes awry, we could come after you.
Like, yell over Freya. Freya, didn't you have something that made people faster? Do you have that right now?
Yes.
You wanna do your future king a big old favor and just kind of give me a slap on the shoulder and do that for me?
I guess.
I am at your mercy.
All right, so Fergus, if you have Nolgrim's familiar, you can go ahead and put that little icon on your token.
Oh yeah, I forget we all have that.
Yep, Thrum.
Hey, everything okay down there?
About to go into a low air area. A low area, if you will. And
Well, where's your bat? Your bat will do a good job of showing us if the air's running low.
I have it held in my hand like I'm holding like a toy bat, like kind of shaking it, and its wings are outstretched. I have it right here.
I would just like to point out it's kind of hilarious that conveniently Nolgrim went in there with you, because if it had just been Fergus that had 3 rounds, I was just going to be very vague about it until it might have been too late, because Nolgrim was literally about to just instantly drop. That's why I told you about it immediately. He was your canary. Yep.
Honestly, that just makes me think of the fucking lion. Like, have any of you played Final Fantasy IX?
No.
nope.
So the opening of that game starts with everyone attending a play called "I Want to Be Your Canary," and it just made me think of that for some reason. Anyway, carry on.
That one fucking noble, though.
Yep.
All right. And then here, slapping him on the shoulder.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh wait, the duration on this spell is an hour. You probably still have it from when I last cast it on you.
You never cast it on me, I don't think, did you?
No, in the fight with the ghost.
Oh, you did? Oh, then I would still have it.
Yeah, we would both still have Longstrider on us. I mean, Gombo can say whether or not, but...
Yeah, it's not been an hour. It's been maybe 25, 30 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Look, that was like 2 weeks ago, okay? Like, you go over to touch me, like, wait, I already cast this on you, numbnuts. I'm like, oh.
Hey, saves a spell slot.
And as a note, if the bat bites you, that means you should hurry back, because something's going on over here.
Fair enough. I look at the bat. Make sure it's not too hard. Just, like, staring at him.
It'll just squeak at you.
Yeah, especially
Bites him on
since
the
I
Adam's
cast it
apple.
as a second...
Goes for the
especially since I
jugular.
cast it as a second level spell, but when I didn't...
Gotcha.
All right. Taskill. This is another narrow one, but it doesn't have like the kind of like the black powder on the walls like the other one.
Yeah, there's a turn.
Fergus.
I just look at everybody and I just say one word. Fast. And so...
Take a deep breath. Run in.
Yeah, oh yeah, I take a deep breath.
Mhm.
So that's 15, 35 for my movement, and I'm intentionally hauling ass, so I'm going to use my bonus
Yeah,
action too.
use all your dashes and double dashes and everything like
So
that.
that's 60 feet.
Mhm.
I don't see anything at the end of this hallway, I assume.
Yeah, that's a dead end.
So I have 30 more feet, so 15, another 15. And that's my turn.
All right. Nolgrim. Fergus around one corner, Taskill around the other.
I'll just pop into my bat's POV.
What's your bat's constitution modifier?
-1.
Okay, so he's got like one more round.
I did instruct it to hold its breath.
Yeah, but it's a tiny little bat lungs. It's not going to be able to hold it for long. It's not. I assume the whole holding the breath thing. I would be impressed if something the size of my hand could hold its breath for like 1 minute. I doubt they're like insects, but it's not going to die instantly, so don't worry.
And he can always just willingly pop it out of existence if
Yeah.
he's about to anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, you see Fergus running down the corridors.
And how long can I hold my breath? I know we just talked about
A
this.
number of minutes equal your Constitution bonus.
Still would be hurrying because he doesn't
Yeah,
want to.
oh yeah.
What if
And
he
then,
gets
like-
stuck for a couple minutes?
They don't specify in the rules, but I always like to rule that like if you get hit by something, you have to do a save, otherwise you get the air knocked out of you or something like that. That's how I always like to
That's
do
fair.
it. All right.
Feels like subtle foreshadowing of doom.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm
Thrum.
gonna round this bend and an old ancient arrow is gonna come and hit me in the chest.
Cool.
Yeah, where is Taskill?
He left. He went down this northern tunnel there.
Why is that boy running down a tunnel where you can't breathe? I just don't know. That's it.
All right.
It's either
Right.
no air or hot air out there coming from you. So
Gonna heal myself a little bit.
Nice. All right. One moment. All right. Taskill.
All right. Suppose I'm just gonna go this much further, and then start coming back, seeing Thrum around the corner. It goes on a ways. Doesn't seem like it's as dangerous as the other path.
Aye, well, our future king has thought it wise to go down the dangerous path.
Seems like something to protect, right?
fast.
That's just looping in Fergus's head.
Yep.
All right. Fergus.
Gonna 25 feet over to here.
It
And-
opens
oh boy.
up into a room with some collapsed rubble and stone. At the far side, you see a dwarf-sized skeleton in some older armor and a shield slumped up against the back wall.
Quick perception, I guess, to see if I notice anything.
There are several pickaxes lying in the rubble.
Okay, and the dwarf himself, like, I guess I should ask, like, does everything on him look weathered by time, like the skeleton? Like, does it match?
Yes. Yeah. It's definitely a dwarf that died a long time ago.
Just kind of think in my head, like, excuse me, ancestors, if you exist, and I'm gonna start moving in.
Okay.
Let's see. So
The
That was
the sections with the rubble would be difficult terrain.
okay. So I'm just tracking my movement. So that would be 30 feet. Bonus action to dash. Trying to avoid the rubble. You saw my movement, right?
Yep, I saw your movement. All good.
And then I'm gonna make an investigation check on the body.
Okay. Before you roll that investigation, you hear a rattling sound as a couple pickaxes animate.
Son bitch.
I'll just roll their initiative real quick.
Oh, I said I'm gonna investigate, so I'm gonna still do that even when I see the pickaxes animate.
Go ahead.
Not a nat 20, but 25.
Yeah, this armor is identical to the armor that what was his name again? Sorry, I have to check my notes. I forget things too.
ghost.
Gravnir Shaleshone, the ghost that you fought, was wearing in his ghostly form. Interestingly enough, the ghost did not have a shield. This does have a shield. and with a 25, that's a very high roll. You see some dwarven runes on the shield. Dollar Sedona, it's probably magical.
Gotcha. And I wouldn't be able to like pick up this body without having to take some time, I imagine.
You can't do it this turn because you moved an action.
But I mean, would it be like an action to pick it up? Or
I mean,
more than
it's
that?
going to be tricky considering that unlike movies and stuff, bones do kind of crumble when you move them. So getting all the pieces will be a feat of dexterity.
Yeah.
But Nolgrim, you see all of this through your senses.
Okay.
And I will say before my turn's over, I would like to ask, what was it? What did we know about getting rid of the ghost? Would we have to dispose of the body, or could we just get rid of the body itself in general?
No, traditionally it would be to burn it. I mean, the best way is to stick it to lava, but burning it is another way.
What about acid?
I mean, you're not a traditional dwarf. You could try it.
I have
but
3 vials of acid.
it's
Like,
not
can I
guaranteed.
make a roll to see if that would make any difference?
Roll a history or religion, either one.
History.
That would 100% work.
He's thinking about it. That'll be my turn, though.
That's the character is fine with it, but I, out of character, am not fine with it.
Well, it's also in character, like, it's 3 vials of acid and it's a whole body.
Yeah, oh yeah, you could definitely melt down a skeleton with 3 vials of acid. I mean, if you use the statistics for a skeleton monster, they have like 10 hit points. You know.
I'm worried about getting out of here without dying.
Nolgrim.
Still just keeping bat's eye view.
Yeah, I would say probably end of next round is when your bat will run out of breath.
Okay.
Thrum.
Nothing down there. Or wait, did you say it kept on going?
He said it kept on going.
All right, let's go.
All right, Freya.
Okay. So we're still just waiting for Fergis, aren't we?
Yeah.
I guess I wait for Fergis.
Nope. Animated pickaxe is inbound. So there's 2 of
Here I
them.
go dying again.
They have no special modifiers, so it's just a flat attack roll. 14 will miss, I assume. That'll miss. So yeah, you're ducking and dodging as they are flying through the air and just poltergeist swinging at you.
Gotcha.
Remember the 40s. Duck, dodge, dip, and dodge.
I thought there was a dive in there too.
Probably. It has been forever.
All right, Taskill.
Well, gonna go see how deadly this end is.
All right, Fergis.
Okay, so what I want to do, let me know if I can do this.
Absolutely.
Use my action to take the dodge action, and then use my movement and bonus to start picking up the skeleton.
Okay.
If I can do that.
Yes, you can do that. I would say give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you're able to grab all the little bones. So Nolgrim sees this through the bat, but all of you just hear the a scraping and then the clang of all the metal armor as it just like falls out of all the Fergus's hands, and it echoes through the tunnel.
Just thinking out loud, son of a bitch, but I can't say it because I'll lose my breath.
Yep, you can give.
Oh
give
boy,
one. It's your
sounds
double
like he's
action.
in trouble.
What'd you say, Gombo?
You can give another one because it's your double actioning. The shield goes twang, and you guys just hear it through. You somehow hear muffled swearing, even though he's not saying anything out loud. He's just like shouting the words, but with his mouth closed, as you do. And Nolgrim, you see the full, just him trying to scoop the stuff up while being attacked by pickaxes, and just it's not working.
That'll be my turn. Very comical attempts here.
Nolgrim will bamf the bat back to him to give it some fresh air and say, looks like he might need a hand. Where's Taskill? Where's Thrum? Are you good at holding your breath, Freya?
We're up here. We're on our way.
All right, he might need a bit of help. He's got some pickaxes swinging at him.
To be fair, Nolgrim, you can hold your breath for a minute and a round. So.
Okay. Well, it's a standard action to snap him back.
And then one big one.
And then,
though I will say, for you spellcasters, be very particular on which spells have verbal components, though.
And do you say that this area I was still able to breathe?
Yeah, essentially it's just like rounding this corner here.
Okay.
Is where it changes.
So I'll go to that edge where I was able to breathe last time, and then since it was an action to bring the bat back, I'm going to just get ready to hold my breath or basically spend what time I have left to hold my breath before taking off.
Okay. Thrum.
Taskill, let's go back. The idiot's gotten himself into something. Running.
Yeah, and you can't move past Nolgrim currently.
Yep.
Too narrow.
Holding his breath, but do I need to do anything as far as marking it on this token or anything?
Nope. What's your Constitution modifier?
You don't need to hold your breath at this point, but when we walk past where I'm standing, you will.
But what is your Constitution modifier, Co?
He has a 3 plus 3.
Yeah. So you can hold it for 3 minutes and then 3 rounds after that. So.
Oh, that's a long time.
It's a very long time. Yes.
From the bat's eye view, I was able to see nooks and crannies where one of us could possibly step aside down one of these hallways.
Oh yeah, you
Kinda
saw
like
from
what's
the bat's eye point of view. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll just take you along the path that Fergis went.
Okay.
Quick.
Okay.
So just don't move your token. I'm doing it.
Nope.
Nolgrim, you're floating.
Okay.
So that
Good
should
to know.
heal.
Yep.
Yeah. With your familiar, you know.
Perfect.
All right, Freya.
Seeing people are already in there, I guess I'm not gonna go in. Because you said you can't move past each other, right?
Yeah, it's a very narrow tunnel.
I think just 2 of us anymore, and it's going to get pretty messy pretty quick. And I'm going because I know the way.
Hope you're not saying this out loud.
With my pike, I can reach over you.
Or you're not in the
weight
whole
gain.
breath area.
I'm not in the hold breath area yet.
Okay. I can't see you, so I'm like, hopefully you're not saying this where you have to hold your breath.
Nope.
He just instantly drops dead.
All right, here's the plan. Thunk.
Yeah,
Got it. And everyone just lays
Freya's
down.
waiting.
All right. Animated pickaxe time.
Disadvantage on both of them because I dodged.
Yep. 1, 2. They do not have a terribly high modifier.
Working in my favor at the moment.
Taskill.
Yeah. It does continue on down, just to peek around.
Yeah, it looks like
And,
the tunnel gives way, and then there's a natural cave formation. It looks like a crack gives you there.
And I'll run back after Thrum.
Just see Freya standing there.
Yeah, well, that's a double move, so.
Yep. Okay, Fergus. I gave you 2 sleight of hand rolls, and they're all really terrible. This skeleton is scattered all over the place now. This is not something you'll be able to pick up quickly under pressure.
Yeah. He's just gonna curse mentally and whip out his daggers and just try to get rid of these pickaxes.
Yep.
So, stab shroom first. This one. Actually, I can bonus action Hunter's Mark since I haven't done that. No, I'm not gonna do that. Seems like a waste. So turn those off. Stab shroom, go!
That'll hit.
I imagine they'll be immune to the poison part of it.
They are, but they take full damage from the piercing, I believe. Yep, full damage.
And then Mithril Dagger. Well, I imagine miss.
That will miss, yes.
And then I will move. I know it's difficult terrain to go over here. And then I'm going to step to here. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Nolgrim.
Could I have said my item interaction was to grab the shield at least?
Sure.
Actually, no, I couldn't have done that because I do dual wielding.
So yeah, you're right.
So that's
Both of your hands are full.
Yep.
Like, as written, you can dual wield an item interaction, but logically your hands
because you can only do one item interaction per turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd say like grab it, throw it on my shield like on my back like Captain America, then draw my weapons. But oh yeah, and then I couldn't draw my weapons either then too. Fuck. Never mind.
Well,
forget the whole thing.
Nolgrim.
Is it okay if Thrum and I move at the same time so that I imagine he's following close behind and so he doesn't get lost?
Sure. I'll just move to where you want to be, and then I'll just move Thrum's token if you're okay with that. Cool. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Time. Okay, cool. But this will be your movement for your turn, Thrum. And that's a double move for both of you, so that just takes us back around to Freya.
Continuing the wait.
Animated pickaxe time. No longer disadvantage. Swing. Swing.
Both miss. I'm bobbing and weaving.
Taskill.
Well, these tunnels are thin. Can't really say that there's much of a reason to go piling down after him. How long should we wait before we try to retrieve anyone?
Just come loot us later on.
That's the less friendly way of that question being stated.
And you also have the added benefit of picking who gets to live or die because we'll all be dead and you can revive only one of us. So who's your favorite?
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Why didn't you revive any of the others? I'm sorry, do you want to go back to being dead? Because I can oblige. No, that's what I thought. Fergis.
I'm going to strike at the one that I would hit before.
Gotcha. That'll hit.
For 6 points.
Looking rough.
And 7 points.
That breaks it.
All I can imagine is fighting a pickaxe with 2 daggers and be like, this is the silliest thing I've ever done in my life.
While you're holding your breath.
Yeah, like just thinking that. So that'll be my turn.
All right, Nolgrim.
Same as before.
Move from behind you.
That's right. Keep going, pony.
You guys see Fergus dueling a pickaxe with just the scattered remains of a dwarf at the far end.
So many things I want to say, but I can't open my mouth.
I love the idea that technically the familiar disappeared before Fergus messed with it. So for anyone's record, it's probably always been like that. All right. Freya still waiting.
Still waiting.
All right. Pickaxe take a swing.
Ooh, I'm gonna use one of my points to add a D8 to my AC.
1, 1, 1, 1.
No, that'll miss.
Yes.
Like it's about to hit me, and like I just do that thing where I like duck and it gets my hairs on the top of my head.
I was really looking forward to like you fighting these things, and then your family joins, and you see them, and then it just like punches you in the stomach, and that's where all the air goes out.
Yep.
Taskill still waiting.
Yeah.
All right. Fergis.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing. Dueling a pickaxe.
That'll hit.
8 points.
That'll hit.
10 points.
You take it out.
I just imagine, for flavor, I sheath my mithril dagger and I just grab the pickaxe by the handle and smash it on the ground.
Yeah. So, Nolgrim, you run the corner just in time to see Fergus smash a pickaxe into the ground.
And what was it? From the bat's eye view, I was able to see him trying to pick up. Was it the body he was picking up or trying to pick up?
Yeah.
You saw me make my way towards it, I think.
Yeah, but then you had to.
Reaching
But
towards
now you saw it slumped up against the back wall, but
Okay.
now it is in several pieces scattered all across a 5-foot area.
All right.
Oh.
So,
meme shrug.
all right. I'm at 8 rounds left, so I'm going to get there and start picking up the body as my action.
Okay. Thrum.
Thrum's not sure why, but he's coming to go get this body as well.
All right. I'll remove the animated pickaxes. Freya Taskill still waiting.
Presumably, any echoing sounds of battle have died down.
Yep.
Well, they're either dead or victorious. Suppose we can wait a minute to see which.
Yep, the wait continues.
All right. Fergus.
I'm gonna go to there. Gonna use my action to investigate to make sure we don't lose any of the pieces that I accidentally scattered around.
Yeah, no need to roll. With all three of you working at it, I'm gonna say that you're able to collectively pick up all the body parts.
And then item interaction, throw that shield into my bag.
Yep. Wait, that's actually real quick. Without googling it, how many human bones are there? If your guess is wrong, you forgot something.
256.
That was about to be what I said.
Now, how many
I'm
bones
like,
does a dwarven body have?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, is that the days of the year? I'm like, wait, no, that's missing 100. Wait,
Yeah.
is it?
So,
I don't know.
the body and the armor around it is. I assume you guys are taking the armor too.
Yeah, might as well.
Mhm.
Just gather everything.
Just everything about him.
It's split between the three of you now. So Nolgrim.
All right. Do I need to spend a round gathering it, or am I good to go now?
You already spent your action.
Okay.
Once again, three of you did it, so I'm not gonna. Listen, I don't need to drag this out with just Freya and Taskill sitting there. You're no longer fighting.
All right. So then I'm going to start making my way back.
Mhm. Thrum.
Maybe just take a round, stay here, drink in the essence of the room, or just run.
You take a deep inhale through your nose, immediately gag and drop a 0 hit point.
Oh, shucks. Anyway,
Freya and Taskill still waiting. Fergus.
we'll make my way up here, see that my family's blocking the path, get up to him and start tapping my foot. Very audible as no one's talking right now.
Thrum shoots you the bird.
It's like a Three Stooges sketch.
Would have been a perfect opportunity for bonded mind.
Fergis wouldn't have bonded mind. He's the Emmanuel of the group.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Thrum. Fergis.
25. Curiosity's going to get the better of him.
Go.
And that's when the Super Mario Chain Chomp attacks.
Oh, God. And then the rest of my movement will get down to here.
Mm.
I figured, he can't really get past his family anyway, so...
Yeah. That was Fergus, so it's back to... Well, again. Loki?
Sorry. Yeah. And there.
Yep.
And then step aside.
And then Thrum. So yeah, Freya and Taskill, you see Nolgrim run out of the darkness of the tunnel.
The way, damn it.
Victorious it is.
I wouldn't call it a victory. I've got a whole bunch of bones.
Yep. One might say he has a bone to pick. And now that's Fergus. And Fergus is also safe.
I was muted again. He basically uses all his action, bonus action, all that to get out of here. And, just lets out the deepest breath. Like, I swear I hate ghosts. I hate a lot of things, don't I? Anyway, yeah, I think this is the body of the guy who is haunting this place. So if we might be able to take care of this, it might make our travel through here easier if we have to retreat.
How do you know it's his body?
I mean, armor looked familiar. The only thing different was a shield. Also, shield's nice, and he brings it out, and it's all, not aged, like normal magical, non-magical items.
Without needing to roll, Taskill and Freya, you guys kind of recognize I hesitate to call it standard because I don't believe any magic item is standard, but it is a type of magical shield that dwarves have made many times in the past called a ward shield. It functions like a normal shield, except it lets you cast the spell shield once per short or long rest.
That's nice. It gives you a what? +5 to your AC?
+5 AC and makes you immune to magic missile.
Nice.
So whenever we run into that one stray wizard again, and he's going to cast magic missile because he's a wizard.
Yep.
We'll be
and
ready.
It does require attunement. This is one of those ones I said I totally forgot to make a card for. But it's it's a box shield, but on the sideways, so it's the points are north-south rather than, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'll do a write-up in between sessions. I apologize for just completely mentally whiffing on that. But yeah, now you've got dem bones.
Taskill? Any advice on what to do with these? Put this soul to rest?
Yeah, we'll either need to build a fire or...
You want to do that outside?
Yeah, we'll need significant heat to cremate bone.
And if you can rapid fire a fire spell, that might be able to do it as well.
I mean, I do have heat and metal, but we need a large metal plate or something to heat.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the armor that you brought out is plate armor, but it is kind of damaged by time, so you would need 500 gold of material, and then Taskill could do I guess it's technically just 100 gold because that's what caps out. Point is, 100 gold of material, and then Taskill can do his thing to repair it back up to functionality.
Put that into the bag.
While you guys think about what to do, I'm gonna take a quick bio myself, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be right back too. I was muted again.
I mean, if nothing else, we could wait for the ghost to come back, and when he creates his walls of flame again, gives us the means for his pyre.
That is a really bad idea.
It's not the one I'd prefer to go with, but seems like a last-ditch effort.
I think I'm going to avoid the plan where the ghost comes and tries to kill us.
Do we have any more firewood left? Well, I guess it probably won't burn hot enough if it's just firewood. Can we bury him? Will that do the trick? Give him a respectful send-off?
And have to ask when Gombo gets back. I don't believe so. And I muted Coke because the music was coming through super loud.
We're surrounded by tons of lava. Like out in the lava pits.
Those are just steam geysers.
I thought, like, back out in the real cave is where we saw the lava and stuff.
I don't think we've seen lava for a bit.
I thought when the wall caved in on us, we saw lava.
Alright, I'm back.
I think that was you.
It might have been something down to that end of the cave, but I think that was mainly your guy going molten.
So would giving a proper burial do the trick if we don't have a means for a pyre?
Dwarves don't bury their dead.
Ah.
Back out in the big cave, was there any lava anywhere?
There might have been. You guys didn't explore the kind of like tectonically geyser field area near as much. I will say, given Thrum's history of melting rocks with his body heat, you could try to use Thrum's hand when he's in his immolated form, but to do the job thoroughly, it's going to be rubbing up against his danger zone of maintaining the form for so long.
I came back to rubbing up against his danger zone.
Well, my best thought at the moment was using that hour ritual to make kind of a metal kiln to then try and get you to let me use heat metal to get up to ridiculous temperatures.
Are we trying to decide about how to burn the body?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, couldn't we just make a giant pyre out in the jungle?
Yeah, in theory. Take us back out into the jungle, though.
Yeah, that is true, but it doesn't mean we have to leave right this second, but if we start exhausting time and we can't figure out everything, it might be a good way to lessen the time constraints coming back here. Plus, y'all are dwarvy. I figured you wanted to give some ancient guardian their proper burial. I wanted to burn it with acid, but I was like, I'm under attack. I can't really worry about this right now.
Yeah. The rest of you, without rolling, if he had melted the bones with acid, that would have absolutely made it worse.
Do we?
How'd you get an idea like that, you daft boy?
I mean, they both burn. Just awkward silence.
One burns like a sweet cooking fire. The other burns like a STD. So there's a big difference.
Yeah, one's the embrace of the mother, the other eats away at the father.
Oh, I like that.
Well, should we take a peek up this other tunnel here? See if we find any stairs down below. Honestly, that ridge you explained below, usually a crack in the earth like that is going to be exactly what we're looking for to intern one of our kin.
We can go that way, or we can go down the main thoroughfare that we came through this direction with. That could lead to the other side of that doorway that was all demonic looking. That might lead to some clues of what's going on here.
Did you check the other direction, by the way, from down here?
Yes, I did. It just led to a couple dead ends.
Oh, okay.
Taskill, did you finish looking up here?
It opens up into a more rough cave.
It sounds like the mine we're looking for. Might as well
I imagine green flame blade won't be enough to get the bones.
Does that do fire damage?
It does to the attack into an adjacent square.
Yeah, it'll take multiple rounds, but it is possible to do it that way. It's not going to be like one and done, but you'll just need to be like a full minute or two of constant cantrip casting.
Mm-hmm.
I have some lantern oil as well.
That was only help, I think.
Yeah.
Lantern oil. I have a flint and steel tinderbox, which I guess is the same thing. Hooded lantern. Just that's not the stuff I have.
Hey,
Some of those are good.
On your weapon, did you put an emerald or a ruby?
No, I don't remember. I handed it to Taskill away a while back.
I'm just gonna wait for the moment that Fergus just watches everyone start beating up the fucking skeleton. Oh yes, this is so much better than pouring acid.
Treat like the copier from Office Space.
Oh yeah.
I could give it a shot, but
Well, Taskill, would you like to say some words, or should we find a better spot for it?
The words can be said when we're more ready to deal with it. Let's bring him with us. As to whether we leave or continue deeper, I'll leave that to the rest of you. You're about to say the bones.
I was gonna say bones into the bag of holding.
Imagine someone's got
bags into the bones of holding.
a regular thing. To at least keep them separate from everything else. Don't want to miss a finger bone when we...
Your ass is haunted.
turns out we forgot the middle finger. Aptly so.
Well, your guys' call on what you do.
Well, I say we keep on heading back up.
Back up?
There.
Oh, okay.
Check it out. Taskill said he saw a cave. That might be the beginning of the mine shaft. Lead us down below to see what's below there with that bridge.
We could take the shortcut if you want.
I don't know how we'd get down the toilet.
We got the rope, don't we?
Okay, everyone's moving out turn order. Hold on, I'm
Oh,
trying to keep up.
right. Sorry, I forgot.
I'm sorry, I completely forgot about
It's no
turn.
problem. I'm only doing it because it makes certain traps and stuff easier. I know it's a little bit tedious, but... Alright, so Nolgrim and then Thrum just moved, so Freya. Because it looks like everyone's heading that direction.
Just follow the idiots. It's always safe.
All right. Let's see. Taskill just said that it kept going on.
Mhm.
Over here. Okay. How much was that? That was 10, 15. That's gonna be 25 because I don't think I can move that way.
Can't really move past Thrum right now. Taskill.
Well, let us continue down.
Fergis. Also, how long does your mage armor last, Fergis?
8 hours.
8 hours? Okay, never mind.
And I cast it right before we came in here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not even been a full hour yet.
I just called him like, y'all are kind of cramming it up there. I'll be back quicker than a jackrabbit in heat, and I'm gonna speed boost this way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 25, 35. That'll be my action. See, they're like, guess I was imagining things. Okay. And then I'll move my bonus action to try to catch back up.
Yep.
I figured Fergus, he's like, I can't get through them anyway. Fucking bunch of burly ass dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't I have been born in a halfling family?
Nolgrim.
Too narrow to squeeze past Freya?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he'll wait here and just give him time to squeeze through.
All right. Thrum. You see, there is a opening in the side of this. You can kind of see where the stonework changes. The dwarven carved tunnel gives way to what looks like a naturally formed cavern that dips down slowly into the earth. I believe. Hold on, let me check your vision real quick. Yeah, you can just in the darkness see what looks like piles of something. Might be like animal bones.
Oh boy.
If you want to move out of the tunnel, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, as you draw closer, you start hearing the faint sound of like water moving down stone walls. Not like a waterfall, but like if you've ever. How many people here have actually been in like an actual like cavern?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. Then you're.
I lived really close to that place called Moaning Caverns.
Oh yeah. No, I lived near Mount Shasta, so I went to Shasta Caverns a couple of times. But yeah, it's basically just like a constant kind of like dripping sound because there's definitely water moving down the cave walls that causes the erosion. As opposed to the dry stone tunnels of a artificially carved mine.
I cannot
Right.
tell from the spot what those are. Bones?
Oh, those look like animal bones.
Like small animals?
Yeah, generally. No like big dinosaurs or anything like that, but looks like reptilians, so maybe some smaller fauna that you saw out in the jungle. It smells pretty gnarly, but it's otherwise
Fresh?
fresh
So
as in like a couple months maybe.
Some decaying stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Evidently, Critter's lair over here.
Yeah,
Maybe a
evidently Gravnir Shaleshone, his haunting guardian did not necessarily apply to animal life. So Freya, it's your turn. Michael.
I'm ready. $15, $20, $25. All right, and then 10.
If you want a dash to get out, yeah.
Hey, careful now. We've got some kind of animal lair up ahead. Maybe a porca.
Oh, wait, but never mind.
All right, Taskill.
Mm-hmm. I forget, is there something Nolgrim's waiting on, or?
No, you can move past Nolgrim here. It's only when you're in the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just waiting for Freya to clear out of the way.
Yeah, might as well double move since I'm apparently that far behind.
Fergis.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. That's 55. My movement, trying to catch up to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Nolgrim, you go to take a step forward, and just a full-on sprinting Fergus shoves you out of the way and runs in.
Oh, okay then.
Sorry, excuse me.
I'll take what air guard. No worries. I got this.
I'm
What
a
do you got?
jackrabbit and eat. As it runs.
So, sorry. I'm just double checking my movement. Okay, I can get one more space. Okay, that'll be my turn.
Nolgrim.
Follow after.
Fiest.
20, 30, 35. And that's my
Okay.
full.
Thrum.
All right. Perception. Check the room in there. See if he sees any critters.
Absolutely.
What would that be?
Just perception.
Okay.
That's just kind of the baseline. All clear.
Hey, nothing in here. Thing about going into a creature's lair is you always want to check first. Ooh,
Meanwhile,
what is-
everyone just sees the creature behind him as he walks behind. Looking at
That's what a 7 perception will do for a jerk like Thrum.
See. Yeah, you see what looks like some actual foliage growing in the tunnel beyond as the water sound kind of gets a little bit louder. I don't know if it's really peering up for you because I said it to be dim light, but there actually is a little bit of light coming from above. Or not above, but like in the next chamber. Not enough to make you think it's like sunlight from the surface, but something glowing.
Probably a phosphorus plant.
Alright. Freya.
All right. Continue on in. I will give a. Can I do a perception?
Yeah, absolutely. Looking around the room, you see what looks like a little bit of metal underneath some animal bones down here to the south.
All right. Stepping over there, I'll like kick aside the bones that are on top of it without actually touching it myself.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, so you kick the bones. And you are slightly surprised as when you kick the bones, they don't move, and instead your foot gets stuck to it, as then the bones around it manifest large teeth of A mimic. Classic.
Classic.
Did I just hear a mimic?
It's a mimic. And it is appropriately enough going just after Freya. So unfortunately, that was your entire turn, Freya. You're currently stuck to it, so you're considered grappled because it's adhesive body.
Quick, we need to tame it. We need a mimic pet.
Let's see.
A mimic of a mimic.
It will then bite you. It has advantage because you are grappled to it. 20, I assume, hits.
Yes.
So that would be 10 damage total. As it sinks its teeth into you. And then...
Hey, we got trouble in here.
Some bones wreathe up into a pseudopod tentacle and swing over Thrum's head, missing him.
We got double trouble.
And that is both of the mimics' turns. Taskill.
Oh, great. Well, seeing the one, move on up and swing on it.
Let me see. That hits. 11. Lay it into it. Good bit of damage there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember from fighting a mimic before, they don't have any special resistances, so you're good to go out.
Wait, when did we fight a mimic before?
In the observatory dungeon. There was a chest in a storeroom that was a mimic. And I remember people saying that they were surprised that there was an actual mimic, because mimics are that thing that we joke about a lot, but you actually don't encounter them a lot. And then I'm like, guess what? It's a mimic.
Mm-hmm.
So can I get here and be able to get a shot off on this one without any issues with line of sight?
Yeah, if you can see it with dynamic lighting, you're good.
Okay. I just didn't want to block Nolgrim's path, and so as I come forward, I pull out my bow, and I am going to shoot at it.
Hit.
For 14 points of damage.
Big swing. Oh yeah, I also thought even if it had partial cover from the bones, your ethereal hornbow would just ignore it anyway. So
there we go.
And Nolgrim.
All right, time to catch up. 10, 15. All right, he'll fire at this one with an Eldritch Blast.
Yep, that's the one that's currently got Freya stuck.
All right, so first shot. And then second shot.
Both will hit, so that is 13 damage total.
And that would be my full turn.
Alright. Thrum.
Alright, he's going to take a step down. Go large. And hit it with his pike.
Alright. I assume the one closest to you or the one that's got Freya?
The one closest.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that'll definitely hit. For 15 points of damage. You guys hit hard.
Man, wait until I get a sharpshooter feat and I can make a -5 to my attack, but add +10 to the damage.
Oh yeah.
That plus extra attacks and action surge against low AC enemies, that's beastly.
Oh yeah, I get to hit twice.
Yes, you do.
I'm still shocked that Forge clerics don't get the option of at least using the bonus action to attack again or something.
Yeah.
I guess that's exclusive to war clerics though.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that one's looking really rough now. It's really gotten the shit kicked out of it. Freya.
Alright, gonna take out my axe.
Try not to hit your foot.
Yep. We are going to cast. No, I think I'm going to save that. So just the battle axe. +7. No. Yeah.
That'll hit.
For 9.
And I believe you still have a second attack.
Yep. Dude, that would actually be 1 higher on the attack, not that it really matters.
Yep. Hits again.
For 8.
Yep. You just start chopping into this thing, and it starts screeching and wiggling around, but it's not dead yet, and it's not letting you go.
Oh, it'll let go eventually. They always do.
Here's going to be a pseudopod against Thrum. 16.
No idea.
What's your AC?
Please hold. 14.
All right. So you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you. That's only in its object form. So never mind, just 11 points of bludgeoning damage. You're not grappled.
He's going to use his reaction to soak some.
Okay. And then here is a bite attack against Freya. 22. That'll hit. That's another 9 points of damage on Freya. As it's just trying to bite off your leg. And its saliva is acidic and it burns. Alright, and that's their turn. Taskill.
Yeah, we seem to be chipping away at him pretty good. I guess just swing.
Oh yeah, they're both really in rough shape now. That'll definitely
Especially
hit.
with another hit.
Yep, it's not dead, but it's most certainly on death's door. Fergis.
Gotta go ahead and take a shot at this one. The one I hit before that has Freya.
Gotcha. That is 15 damage, so that's Fergus with a kill steal.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and move into here.
Nolgrim.
Double Eldritch Blast at the remaining Mimic. Shot.
First one definitely goes wide.
Yep. Second shot. Oh shit.
The ceiling is owned.
Yep. Man, the dice have not been kind to me today.
What it is you see a stalactite and you're like, oh man, this is gonna be so awesome, and then you just keep shooting around it. Thrum.
Smashy, smash.
Oh yeah. Super dead. And that's all Mimics dead.
As far as we know.
Indeed. Dr. Evil hand gesture.
Indeed. Well, bound to be something like that in here. Keep a better lookout next time, Freya. We'll keep on moving down. There's probably nothing wrong with these plants.
It's worth pointing out that shiny metallic object was not actually the mimic itself, Freya. It's still underneath.
Oh.
Yeah, so kind of take a look at that on my turn.
Yep.
Just step over and here, Freya. Hold this right here and give you the poultice, which sucked. 10 healing.
10 healing. That's not sucky. That's pretty good for an easy usability.
I was gonna say that's better healing than you can get out of just a normal cure wounds.
Yeah.
It keeps scaling. I mean, it'll go up with levels, so that could be good.
So on your turn, Freya, you're able to pull it out of a bone pile, and it looks like it's a metal dwarven smithing hammer. Definitely too small to be used for combat, but like for detailed blacksmithing work. And along its the face of the hammer and on the edges is magical dwarven runes.
Ooh. Can I? What would I need to?
You can
Roll
give
to
me
assess.
a Arcana to see if you recognize this piece of dwarven work. 11 is not quite high enough.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, if you want to take 10 minutes, you could cast Identify if you have it. Otherwise, yeah.
Looks like a good shell cracker for eating lobsters.
Yeah, I think that's what the runes are for.
It's a light hammer of lobster bane. Not beast bane, only lobsters. Not just lobsters, blue lobsters.
Only blue.
But the thing is, if you put it in the campaign, that means we're gonna eventually find a giant blue lobster.
Yeah,
family or
right.
something.
I
Got it.
know what this is for.
One day we're like, oh yes, and you whip it out, and it reacts to the presence of these blue lobsters, and all of a sudden it turns into two connected by the top, and it just starts. You hold it with both hands, you start crunching.
No.
Come on, can we compromise on
know-
crustacean bane?
We know there's something coming up because it glows with a buttery golden light.
It's a drip.
And then it produces infinite cheese biscuits.
Yes.
Can I just have that now?
Right.
The only reason to go to Red Lobster.
I
I don't
saw
know, their
a,
food's pretty good, but their biscuits are the best.
Yeah, I know. Their food's all right, but it's just the cheese biscuits that stand out.
to just put a cap on the lobster topic. I saw a video that was like an alien coming down to Earth, and it's like, I just have something I don't understand. And there's a guy sitting down, and he's like, what is it? He goes, well, you take your food, and you typically don't do the killing yourself, right? Like, yeah. It's because you want to separate yourself from the actual act. And so you don't want your food to look like what it used to be when it was alive. It's like, yeah. So he goes, why are crustaceans exempt from this logic? He's like, oh, because they're ugly. Yeah, they're ugly enough that we just tear off those limbs and eat them whole.
When we're not boiling them alive.
Yeah.
So pulling that out is just an object interaction if you want to do anything else, Freya.
All right, so you want to add that to the loot, lobster hammer, because that's canon now.
It's called a runic smith hammer, but you guys just don't know its effect yet.
Lobster hammer.
Do we have a loot, or would I just need to put that in my...
If you're gonna hold it, then just put it in yours, or you can put it on the light wagon sheet, which is no longer a wagon; it's just the bag of holding.
I was gonna say, we might need to just eventually transport all that information into the bag of holding handout.
We don't have a bag of holding handout.
Oh yeah, it's just the item one. It'll work the same way then.
I've added one lobster bane hammer to my inventory.
Excellent. Go ahead, Freya. Through these ominous bushes.
Well, that's my porn star name. Ominous bush.
Ominous.
Left or right?
Always go down on an ominous bush.
That sounds like bad advice, actually. Speaking of crustaceans, that's how you get them.
Oh, God. The crabs. Now I know why you have a crab-bane hammer.
So, Freya, you see what is kind of, as the cave ceiling goes up, at the peak of the cave, you see there is like a basketball-sized, like white glowing rock in the ceiling that's creating dim light and a little bit of warmth in here. And combine that with a pool of still water has created like a kind of overgrown underground grotto where there's like vines and stuff dangling from the ceiling.
Okay, we might want to check up above because fangs are definitely alive over here.
Oh yeah, and let me double check your vision before I go out and say anything. Yeah, you definitely see blood over here.
Yeah. But that's 30. Actually, we'll do. Can I step there?
Yeah.
And I will. Oh, I already used an object interaction. Never mind.
Okie doke. Taskill.
Yeah, I guess we're going this way.
Someone should give that passage up above a quick check. I'm pretty sure it just loops back around.
Probably. Yeah, I'll make it a double move. Yeah, it would appear to be a big loop. And some kind of tiny oasis.
Blood's over there.
Yeah, they're probably full of horrible mutant subterranean crocodiles.
Oh, we should definitely investigate them and destroy them.
They're alligators, Kenneth. Look at their nose.
Turns out it was a gavial the whole time.
Okay. Fergis.
Gonna start making my way.
God damn it, it's a fucking caiman.
Cayman, that's it. I couldn't think of the other goddamn thing.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to quickly get by Freya like that.
That's because when you see a caiman, no one goes, hey, look at caiman. They go, hey, look, it's a fucking alligator.
I will let you know, Fergus, when you were back here,
Uh-huh.
as well as Taskill. I was just checking some numbers because I had to do some rolls. But both you and Taskill, but not Freya, have high enough passive perception that you noticed crouching in the underbrush. They notice you, but they don't notice you notice them.
Okay.
Wait, they know we know, they know we know.
Basically, they're hiding, but you spot them before they do their ambush. There we go. I rolled a 9.
Look, I was right. Horrible mutant subterranean crocodiles.
It's just raptors.
That's
So
like a crocodile.
here's what I want to do, Gombo, if you'll allow it.
I moved you back just because you're about to step on one, but you had high enough passive. I'm like, you wouldn't do that. So
Actually, technically, Kenneth, crocodiles would be mutant raptors. If we want to get taxonomic about it.
Actually, I think they originated a few million years earlier.
yes,
I don't know.
Richard, what you want to do?
I want to basically, since I see them, but they don't know I know they're there. Can I roll like a deception to make it look like I don't notice them, and then make an attack with sneak attack to make it quick?
You don't have to do a deception if you successfully. They're clearly like waiting for you to get in an ideal ambush position. So if you sneak attack now, then you could get advantage. No problem.
Okay. I am going to just to clear the way a little bit. I'll step here like I don't know they're there, and then I'm gonna fire off a shot at this one back here.
Okay.
And this will be a flat roll, right?
This would be at advantage because you're catching it off guard. That'll hit.
18 points of damage.
Massive hit. Does not like that. So Freya, from your perspective, Fergus just casually walks on up, kind of exploring the area like you are, and then all of a sudden he just fires at the bushes, and you see a raptor rear up and screeches its hit. And I will roll initiative for all these suckers now.
So yeah, Kenneth is right. Alligators or crocodiles are a hell of a lot older than raptors.
Okay, so 13. Freya goes first because that's how I do it, and then 4 and Taskill goes first. Cool.
Shows how
Nolgrim,
good these raptors were.
you heard a raptor screech.
Oh no, it's back. I wear the flesh of your fallen forebearers.
We might as well run, boy.
Yeah, full combat. So
Oh god, it's the blue babies.
yeah, these are just normal raptors. Believe it or not, there was a random encounter to encounter normal raptors out in the jungle, and even though you had multiple random encounters, I literally just have not rolled it. The only raptors you've encountered have been ghost ones and the blue beast, even though it was fully possible for you to encounter a pack of normal raptors.
That's my full turn.
Thrum.
All right. 10, 15. The way is blocked there. 20, 25. 5, 10. Can he slide by Taskill?
Yes, absolutely.
25. All right. That was a double move. But he's going to prepare his bike, because once they come in range, he's going to use that.
Freya. Alright, I assume. That will hit. 8. Does not like that. And compared to the Ghost Raptors, you're gratified to know that they do not have any special slashing resistances. Also hit. If you're saying anything, Michael, you're muted.
Yeah, I was muted, but I was describing what is showing up on the screen.
Yeah, it is so very close to death.
Die!
Mm. And now
It's just sad now.
the Velociraptor's turn. So this one's going to move here. It's going to move here, and this one's going to move here.
I'm going to use my reaction to attack this one.
Which one? Okay, go ahead.
You have that fancy reach combat maneuver thing, don't you?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Then get a 1d8 on top of that.
Little do they know dwarves are the masters of pack tactics.
It's still up, but it's grievously wounded. All right, so we are going to do this. Move 20 feet. Let me check. Yeah, so I believe this first one is going to be a claw attack against Taskill. If it hits, you'll have to do a strength saving throw or be knocked prone because it gets its pounce. 15, I imagine that misses you.
Yep, still at 19.
Sorry, I forgot I wasn't muted anymore.
These are actually mutant raptors, as you can see from all their time spent underground. They have shed their external feathers.
Mm-hmm. And then it is going to bite Thrum at advantage because of pack tactics. 16.
Hit both times.
So that's 11 piercing. And then the other raptor is also going to target Thrum at advantage because of pack tactics, but it didn't have enough room to charge.
Yep.
Wow. there's some statistical likelihoods in that. Roll again.
Jesus.
So
I am interested to know if Fire Mountain, how many pictures of dinosaurs Fire Mountain Games put into these books.
these are ones that I pulled because they really just only put the picture of the blue ghost, and that was it.
Oh, really? Because I was hoping for some really funny-looking dinosaurs.
I think they had a Triceratops too for the cover, but that was about it.
Yeah, it's a cover of this game, but no, that mostly a joke. They usually do their monster art pretty well. It's their more human-esque characters.
Mm.
All right, so let's see. A claw and a bite on Freya. Claw, 17 will hit. 4 slashing. Bite, 10 will miss.
Well, that did come to the right location.
And then we have a bite and a claw on Fergus for each of those 2 raptors, all at advantage because of pack tactics. So, claw, miss, claw, hit. Oh,
That was on me, you said?
8 slashing. They didn't have enough room to get their run up for their pounce, so this will just be bite. Imagine 19 will hit.
Yeah, I will use my D8 ability
Okay,
and make it miss.
and then the second bite. 22.
That'll hit.
Let us never forget.
10 piercing. Okay, you guys have been posting so many things while I've been trying to figure this out. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, the old Ivy picture.
Also feathered
Oh.
raptor.
Oh, yeah, that was the one that they had, and I just had to find a new character
Yeah.
picture. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry, I can't look at this the entire time.
No.
The Miku one was fine, but
That's because he's a mushroom.
and that's the Velociraptor's turn. Taskill.
All right. Well, this one will definitely get the hammer going. Just level 2. Yeah. So I try to remember how we have all of these things set up. I'll have it go over there. Spiritual weapon, normal roll.
That'll miss.
Alright, and then I'll just go ahead and swing it to one near me. Which will
that'll
probably
definitely hit.
But not quite as good as against the mimic, but hey.
Still a good bit of health. These things are not the most durable in the world. All right. Now the Velociraptor Alpha is going to charge Fergus there, so he will get his pounce.
I mean, come on. It's only just because I shot him.
Pack tactics. So at advantage, claw. 23.
That'll hit.
So 9 slashing damage and give me a strength saving throw.
I'm so good at those guys.
It's a very low one. Oh, never mind, you're prone. And then it will bite you at advantage. 19.
That will hit, but I will use my last superiority die to make a miss.
Gotcha.
But I'm out of those now, so don't worry.
Fergus.
Stand up for half my movement. Bonus action, disengage. And then I'm a fire at this one.
Okay, cool. That'll definitely hit.
For 11 points of damage.
Points of damage. Big hit. Not happy about that. All right, Nolgrim.
Which one of these have taken the most hits of the little guys?
This guy is basically dead but walking. This guy is very grievously wounded. This guy is bloodied.
So wait, which one was grievously wounded? This one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with Eldritch Blast and use that as the first attack. And
The middle one.
Yeah.
Okay.
First one.
Hit. Kill.
All right, and then the next most injured one, probably the little guy.
Yeah, the one by Freya.
Yep. Fire a shot at that. Try and get rid of their numbers a bit.
hit kill because it's, of course, had 1 hit point.
And then step up to help take some fire away from the others.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Thrum. Hope you're muted if you're saying anything.
No, geez, sorry. I was asking, do I have room right here to go large?
You would
Or
kind
is
of
it
be falling into
Too
the wall.
awkward.
It's a little
Yeah.
too awkward.
Yeah. All right. Then he is going to hit the one that he hit last time.
Okay. That'll definitely hit. That kills it.
And then he is going to hit the one, beside Taskill.
All right. I think technically, if you're using your pike, you could hit the alpha across the way too. But if you're attacking the one next to Taskill, it hits.
Okay. Yeah, just might as well, like Loki said, clear up the numbers.
All right. Still standing, but it's hurt. Freya, I'll just start moving away some of these
He
tokens.
will.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I was going to
Go ahead.
move to right there.
Freya, your turn.
All right. Moving up right here. Going to cast. Make sure. Yeah, this is a bonus action. Branding Smite. So that would be 6 additional radiant damage to my next attack that hits.
Yep.
So.
That'll definitely hit.
And I'm attacking the big one. The big
Yeah.
one. 6.
Smoke it. It's dead. You just walk up, your axe bursts into light, you bring it down and chop its head off.
All right, and the second one is for the last one.
Mm-hmm. I think. Yeah, that misses.
Well, it can't all be home runs.
You killed the alpha.
I have asserted my dominance, so now this one is going to accept me as the pack leader.
Of course.
Turns out these were vegan velociraptors, and we just kind of pissed them off when I shot them before they could, share their food with us.
We find their stash of avocado toast.
You joke, but avocado toast is delicious.
I'm just not an avocado person myself. Claw against Taskill. 19.
That meets.
4 slashing. Bite. 11 will miss. The other Velociraptor will do the same thing against Nolgrim. Claw. 15.
That'll miss.
Bite.
He takes 15 points of cold damage.
15, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeroes out with 2 going over.
You guys notice that while it's not uncommon for like a ghost to stick around and fight, these raptors seem to be fighting like cornered animals. Like normally that you think they should be fleeing about now with how many of them have died, but they seem to be staying in it for some reason.
Don't worry, the bigger animals are down the hall.
Taskill.
Yeah. There's only 2 of them left, so guess I'll move that up. $14.
That hit. It's very rough. Very, very wounded.
And we'll see if we can finish it. 10 probably misses.
Whiff. Fergus.
First of all, bonus action, I'm going to second wind.
Hmm?
Ooh, nice. 13 points back.
Mhm.
Step over here. And I'm going to fire a shot over here.
All right.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
All right. Can Nolgrim kill Steel?
We'll take a swing with the war pick.
Hit and kill.
You guys good over there?
Cricket.
Well, sounds like it. I don't want to get my
I
butt
keep
sweat.
seeing you moving the dead bodies tokens.
I'm just trying to make sure they're out of the way.
No, you're good. It's just funny because it's like zooms across my screen.
All right, that'd be my move.
All right. Thrum.
Hey,
One raptor left.
poke, poke.
Hit. Yep, that's a kill. Add 3 hit points. Last raptor dead.
Does it look like we've stumbled into its lair?
It looks like there's a nest back here. Points in this direction, but it looks like we get back to Shapestone this way.
Nolgrim, since you're looking in there, give me a perception, even though it's not your turn, but just since you're looking in there anyway. Never mind. I won't tell you anything.
That's on brand.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, even his passive perception's 7.
Yeah. Well, 9.
It's still low.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It wasn't 9. Oh, let me wake up your notes.
10
yeah.
minus 1.
Yep. All right. So Freya.
All right. I'm guessing we're checking out the blood-stained part. Freya's gonna hop a quick cure wounds.
Yeah. If you guys ever want to take a short rest, I'm not stopping you.
We just have to worry about the ghost thing. So
Yep.
I think I've been vocal to the party that if we take a short rest, we need to leave the caverns and burn the bones.
All right.
And then gonna walk up.
Okay. Taskill.
Yeah, well, let's get on over towards the cabin. Hey, looks like their nest. So we'll double move on in. Yeah, it goes way further back, too.
As you're looking around, Taskill, give me a perception. This is going to be a pretty low one, but this is like some details. Okay, so 2 things stand out to you. Despite the fact that I used majority animal bones, that is animal bones piled up in the corner, but it's also a lot of feces that smells absolutely rank. The other thing that you notice is this is a raptor skeleton right here. Looks pretty fresh with the meat stripped off of it. Now, you don't know much about dinosaurs, but most animals don't eat their own kind except for insects.
Oh god, they're cross multiplying with insects.
Or mice?
Yeah, it's interesting. They might have been trapped in here by the ghost.
Do the ones we killed look scrawny?
It's a little bit difficult to tell. These are literally the first living raptors that you've ever seen.
I mean, can I see bones poking out of their bodies? Like rib cages?
They
very
look
thin?
lithe. They don't look starved, no.
Oh, okay.
All right, Fergus.
Okay. I am going to move to here. And looking over here, does that look like it's a door?
Yeah, that is definitely a door.
And it looks like it's shut and everything, right?
It looks like it's slightly ajar.
Oh, it's a door and a jar.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Life's an adventure. The door is ajar.
Mhm.
I'll let people know that, but I'm gonna hook my head in here as well. And I have enough movement with bonus. I'll just step back over here to not block people's path.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep an eye out on the door and the other path.
Nolgrim.
Feeling more familiar with civilized runes, he'd make his way here and just kind of. He'd be able to get there on one turn. Is it enough to peer through the door or no?
It's like slightly open, so you know it's unlocked, but not enough to look through it.
You would
You
kind
can
of
give me a perception check if you want.
Yep, that's it. True
Yep.
form.
Just yeah, nothing.
All right, then move action.
Nice.
Sorry. I keep forgetting I'm not muted when I do that.
All right, move there and ease the door open.
Okay, do you want to just like half open it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll half move the lighting then.
He would glance over his shoulder and kind of try to signal hostiles.
Yeah, you see the leg of what looks like a very large insectoid creature.
Oh, I see this one back here.
Oh yeah, you see that one. No roll necessary. That's a rust monster. You know it. I will give you a little background because the monster manual literally calls out dwarves having opinions on rust monsters. Rust monsters are famous for being naturally non-aggressive creatures. Since they don't prey upon meat, they're actually not a predatory species, but they will try to eat the metal armor off your body, and that's why dwarves hate them. Actual personality-wise, they're totally relaxed about everything.
I'm going to use the rest of my move action to backtrack.
Yep.
I remember someone was doing a homebrew setting,
Mhm.
and they had a bunch of different types of slimes basically making up their city's sewer.
Mhm.
Where they had like a sewer area that it was like a sheer drop that they couldn't climb up, but it was for like the forge area of the town. Whenever they had metals that they needed to dispose of, they would just throw it down this well, and it was just a giant rust monster down there eating it.
I've heard of at least one claim that they're used to find deposits of metals, but
So yeah, there's a bunch of giant bug monsters in there. Would I know that they're rust monsters?
Yeah, you'd know. As
Okay.
I said, the monster manual literally says most dwarves would rather face down a battalion of orcs than a rust monster, is what it explicitly said. So I interpret that as anyone who's a native dwarf would go, "Oh shit, that's a rust monster."
If they've got an infestation. I don't know if I want to take them on and see if there's anything of value there or not, but I'm disinclined.
Just, Gombo, the way you worded that, it just made me think of the Hellstinger Bridge. Oh, that's an anti-tank rifle. Oh shit, that's an anti-tank rifle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come on, we're a bunch of dwarves. We can take on a teensy-weensy rust monster.
Isn't
I saw
pretty
at
much
least
everything
two.
you use made of some kind of metals or stones?
Can I go large here?
Right there. Yeah. I'll just do it this way.
Hey,
No.
I ain't got no armor on me. Y'all just stay right behind. Oh, sorry, Nolgrim.
They're gonna eat your spear, Thrum. I guarantee it.
Push Nolgrim to the side.
Also,
Is that your?
you're made of minerals, Thrum. They're gonna eat you.
I'll eat you, boy. Just
Technically,
get
the
your
only-
arrows ready.
Is that your turn, Thrum?
He's gonna Can he hold ready in action to attack if they come near?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Freya. Michael, if you're saying anything, you're muted.
I'm going to switch out my axe for my crossbow.
Yeah, I figured y'all can all range, so I cast Thrum Wall.
Most of my weapons actually aren't metal. Like my mithril dagger is, but my stab shroom, my horn bow, my leather armor.
Yep, anything magical you wouldn't have to worry about, by the way.
Alright. Now, do we need to attract them over here? Are they gonna sniff
Shoot
us out?
one.
The
What?
doors only open a tiny crack, I think.
Mm.
Actually, I think Nolgrim closed it, didn't he?
No.
No, he didn't say he did. He just only opened one of the double doors.
You guys want me to attract its attention?
If we're gonna deal with it, better it come to us.
And you know we're going to want to go in there.
Alright. Really quick. Freya's gonna take... Alright.
I'll tell you what, the dynamic fighting makes this so much easier than me unveiling each room one at a time.
Oh, yeah. That's why I really try to sell you on it with the Rune Lords.
Yeah, no, it's worth it.
Takes a little bit longer to set up, but
Really
way
not
less time
that
to
bad. You just make sure you do it before game time.
Especially
Sometimes
if
you
it's
have to get a little cheatsy with the angles if you don't want them to see certain things, but...
Oh, did you cast Thunderclap there, Michael, to make noise?
Yep.
Yeah, everything hears us now.
Yeah, it's a loud thunderclap that echoes through the cave, and it's immediately met by another roar, but not a roar from the rust monsters, a roar from where Taskill is.
Yeah.
As I had already rolled this, that pile of rocks isn't so much a pile of rocks as it's a cave troll. As it rears up from its nap that it was so rudely awakened from and begins grabbing a large club made of obsidian.
There baby raptors in there, or you said it was
all
a
have
nest,
the sound
Taskill. You said it was their nest.
Hey,
takes half of his movement to stand up. But then his obsidian club has a reach of 10 feet. So he is just going to attack the closest thing. So it's just going to annoyedly swing a club at Taskill. Well, which will whiff over it, over your head.
He's still got that sleep in his eyes.
Yeah. You've all watched Lord of the Rings, so you know the sounds that the trolls make. I'm not going to shame myself for trying to do it, but it's definitely doing that. And this isn't a normal troll; it's a cave troll. It's got like rocks that are embedded in its skin, because trolls get really hungry, so they start eating rocks. And if they eat enough, they come out through their pores, and that gives them a hardened hide. So Taskill, troll.
Well, disengage. Hey, cave troll.
No, rust monsters.
Well, you pissed this one off.
Actually, did we all need to roll for damage from Thunderclap?
He moved out of the way.
Yeah, he moved out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I purposefully moved so I was more than 5 feet away from everyone.
So is that all you're going to be doing there, Taskill?
Yeah, getting our way in around the corner to the peoples.
Fergus.
I can't remember. Did I use my hunter's eye on the ghost or no?
You did not.
Okay, I'm going to use it on the troll.
Okay. What would you like to know?
Let's see. Just because my character wouldn't know, because he wouldn't, I would just guess vulnerabilities for what he is vulnerable to.
It has no vulnerabilities.
Okay. Well, bonus action's done. I am just going to use my action to down a potion, I think.
Come on, we can take down one Eensy,
2d4
Wincy
plus
cave
2.
troll.
Okay. And then I will move back to here. That'll be my turn.
Nolgrim.
However, Thrum, you stay exactly where you are. We don't need to be getting flanked by rust monsters.
Right. Better line of sight, and then pair of Eldritch Bless. Like, oh, that's a big fucker right there.
Yeah, seeing the cave troll, you suddenly realize why the raptors weren't falling back into the other cave.
Not a good neighbor to have.
That'll hit.
Like a good neighbor, cave troll is there.
It's too late to say hex on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it at the end of my turn then. Then
Have a hit.
I sense a debt upon your head. I shall claim this one too, and hit him with my grudge.
Okay.
I would say our ancestors don't hate everything, but who am I kidding?
I mean, I think technically trolls live forever.
Well, I mean, they just regenerate, so.
Alright, and that will be my turn.
I love the idea. Not every setting does this, but I love the idea that trolls are actually genderless and they reproduce like starfish.
Oh yeah, you cut an arm off of one, it just grows into another troll.
Mm-hmm.
I've got in my inventory, I have one greater healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
What would that be? A bonus action to use?
Yeah, bonus action to drink that.
And then how much healing?
4d4 plus 4.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, it did not add my plus 4. Okay, so 13. And then Thrum will say, step away from the mouth of the cave. Let it come out as far as it can. And I guess he could then take his action to drink another healing potion.
I guess so, yeah.
Alright, I've got a regular healing potion would be what?
2d4 plus 2. It goes up like that. Every degree higher a potion, it adds another 2d4 plus 2 usually.
That's bad. Okay. Oh, and he'll hold his ground like Freya said. Make sure we don't get hammered from behind.
Alright. Freya. Michael?
Sorry, I'm going to hold my action until after the cave troll.
Alright. Alright, let me check this. Cool. Very cool.
That's no good.
Alright, it is going to move. It has to squeeze, so it counts as difficult terrain, but it can get here. Yeah.
Does squeezing provoke disadvantage on targets in this, or no?
No, it's not that narrow of a tunnel. It's
Gotcha.
like stooping. It's not like crawling, It's not prone. So it is going to take a bite attack against Taskill.
Can I use my reaction to attack it?
After this attack resolves, sure.
Check.
Can you hit it from there, Thrum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got
so
a bite.
that's 19, I believe, hits Taskill.
Mm-hmm.
So So yeah, it reaches out and bites you for 10 piercing damage. It'll then backhand swing its club at Freya. Oh, sorry, no, it's actually, I misdid that. It can replace its bite with its club. So instead, it is going to then claw at Taskill as well. 27.
Mm-hmm.
11 slashing, and it squeezes forward a little bit more to then swing its claw at Freya.
Healer's down. Need a res. Out of mana.
16.
Swing and a miss.
Awesome.
Deflects off my modified Artificer armor.
Yeah, go ahead, Thrum.
Reaction shot. And damage.
Okay, that
And
will
then
hit.
you've still got to move Freya's turn down beneath it.
Oh, right, sorry. So many things. Panic. That is 12 damage total. It uses its reaction, and you notice that the area where your pike hits, more stones come out of its skin, and it gains resistance to that damage just for that attack. And I almost forgot the most important thing about trolls. Its wounds heal up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really glad I have that acid, but I wouldn't know that as a character because he doesn't know anything about caves.
Mm-hmm. All right, Freya.
Right, item action, changing back to my axe.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, this is how you fight a cave troll, okay? You gotta beat it at its own game.
That hits. 9 slashing damage. That will miss.
Take it it's not Parcheesi.
Alright.
Do dwarves know what Parcheesi is?
I don't
Why
even
not?
know what Parcheesi is.
It's called Dwarf Cheesy.
Okay. Taskill.
Right. I could disengage, but we've got potions if I go down. And gonna Searing Smite into... I'm actually gonna upcast this into
So it's 6 additional fire
melee
damage.
attack. Well, I got to hit with the melee weapon attack.
And if you upcast it, it's going to do an extra d6 on top of this already 6-year-old.
Yep.
Actually, 2, because I
That almost
put it as
definitely
a
hit.
third.
Right.
So 2d6 extra is 12 extra damage on top of the 5, and it is ignited if it fails its save.
All right, hold on. Let me calculate all the damage. So that is 17 damage. And then it has a save. What type of save?
Constitution.
Yep, Constitution.
At the start of its turn, it makes the Constitution save.
Oh, at the start of its turn. Okay. Don't let me forget. Fergis.
I'm going to disengage because I saw it swing at a distance at Taskill.
Mhm.
So right over here.
I believe
And
the first attack it's already on fire, according to the spell.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
on its turn, it makes the
To
save.
see if
take
it
more
takes the
damage.
d6 of damage on each of its turns, is what
Yeah.
we're saying.
And I'm going to shoot at this with the bow. I imagine that'll miss.
That'll miss. It plings off of its hide.
Yep.
Wee bit higher AC than your average troll.
Okay.
All right. Nolgrim.
He's going to step up to help give more targets, just help spread the damage a bit,
Mhm.
and take a swing with the war pick. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll whiff.
Yep. Let's see. I'll hit it with a hex and focus on its constitution.
Okay, just please remind me what Hex does. I don't always
Yeah.
remember.
It adds 1d6 to my damage, and it has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws since I chose
Gotcha.
Constitution.
Teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thrum.
All right. How bloody does this thing look?
It's not even half health yet.
Oh god. All right. He's gonna rage.
Mhm.
And he's gonna try and grapple this thing.
With luck, it'll think you're a rival cave troll.
Indeed. We could go into the secret mating dance.
I was gonna say no. It's gonna think it's his mate.
Luckily, we found a saucy female cave troll.
18.
Grabbed him. Right, and he
Thrum's
takes
harem continues to grow.
9 damage.
God,
So
Thrum
they-
has the weirdest harem.
So they get a intimate hold going on with poor Taskill stuck in the middle of them. Kill me! Oh god, this is horrible! Kill me!
So, second attack, he's going to shove action to put him on the ground.
Okay, that's still another opposed strength.
So, yeah. So, another wrestle. Oh,
No, it doesn't go down.
didn't get him down. All right. But I do have him grappled, right?
Yes.
Okay. Taskill, get out of there.
All right, cave troll's turn.
Constitution save.
Yep.
Disadvantage.
So it takes 1d6. I'll just
Wait,
roll
if
that.
he's on fire, would that burn me too?
Yes, it would.
You're raging. Oh wait, that
give-
doesn't matter with fire.
Yep.
I've got my temporary hit points, so that's just 2.
So first things first, it is going to do 1 claw against Taskill. 16 will miss.
Is that disadvantage since it's grappled?
Nope, that's not how grappling works.
Okay. I keep
That's
forgetting
wrong.
the rules on grapple.
Yep.
Yeah, it's different in 5e and
Yeah,
Pathfinder.
However, it
Easier in
doesn't.
5e.
It doesn't require a flowchart though, so I consider it fair.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing it's gonna do, it's gonna sacrifice one of its attacks to try to break the grapple. So, of course, I only roll a 14. But see what you get there, Thrum.
Oof.
Oh, barely. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to have advantage on these.
I think that's when you attack. I don't know if that's when you maintain.
Says
When
with
he's
athletic
raging.
checks.
It's on any.
Raging.
It's on any
Gotcha.
athletic skill, yeah.
Okay, well, fine. I'm just gonna club Taskill then.
Fine, I'll just kill your friend.
22.
Yeah.
There, 8 bludgeoning damage.
And I am unconscious.
As it's flailing to try to escape Thrum, you go, Taskill, get out of there! And he just gets flattened up against the wall by a giant obsidian club.
I feel like I killed my friend.
And it doesn't heal because it is on fire.
Although I think on Taskill's next turn it stops because it's a concentration thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not that smart that I
That
would
is
know
the
about
question.
that, but it did light him on fire. So,
Yeah.
Freya.
Okay. I got more swings for you.
Guess it is concentration up to a minute.
Yeah, that means how long you can maintain it. That'll miss.
Darn.
That'll hit.
For 13.
Nice. Taking that pain now.
Cave troll's not so strong.
You say your dad's on the ground.
The flies are buzzing around him.
He's not dead. He's temporarily disabled.
Mm. Taskill, death saving throw. That's 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
Fergus.
Yeah, I am going to this turn bonus action Hunter's Mark him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna fire the hornbow. I will forego my movement to use the rogue ability to get advantage on the shot.
Okay. That'll hit.
For 23 points of damage.
All right. He'll use his reaction to have it to 11.
And that'll be my turn.
Nolgrim.
Would it be possible to use my standard action and move action to pull Taskill out of the fray?
I would say you can use your standard to grab him, and then you can pull him with your move, but you will still provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yep, that's more than fine to do that if it gets Taskill out of harm's way.
All right.
What you didn't tell you is it provokes on Taskill.
I mean, technically yes, but I don't think.
I think the rule is they have to move of their own volition for it to provoke.
Yeah, traditionally. So
I know. I was just talking.
Go ahead and move where you want to be.
All right, we'll get 5, 10, and try to get Taskill here, if possible.
Hold on. Of course, gets a natural 1.
Woo!
Here, I think.
Come on, I'm right here. I can take a couple wallops.
You say that.
And it's a standard action to give a potion to another person, right?
Traditionally, yes, but you already used your standard action to grab him.
I know, that's why I'm asking. It's not a bonus action.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not a bonus action.
Okay, so then,
Technically, by rules, I think it's a standard action no matter what.
I just homebrew it a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I do the same thing for 5e, like bonus action to drink your own potion.
Yeah,
that's my turn.
Thrum.
All right. Thrum is going to attempt to shove him to the ground. On his first wrestle.
Yards.
Puts him on the ground. And then with his second, he is going to step on his face. That should not be an advantage, just a 16.
Yeah, technically.
Oh, no, it is an advantage now,
prone.
right?
Yeah, he's prone. It still misses either way.
Hey, this is the first time this has happened.
It's not.
I'm excited.
It's not.
It's not.
This is like the third time you've done this.
You do this every single boss fight.
Oh, I didn't know I'd ever gotten him to the ground.
That's literally how you killed the blue ghost. You guys cornered him,
on the ground. Fergis
put him to the ground and kicked the shit out of him.
No, Fergus wrapped a net around him.
And then you took him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
your character build is the guy who
Oh, yeah.
you're like, you think you can take him, and he's like, if I can get him on the ground, I think I got him.
Shift a bit.
All right, well,
I didn't hear what Loki just said.
I asked Cope if he could shift a bit to try to interpose a bit.
yeah, he can move.
I mean, you're out of range of him right now, Nolgrim. You don't.
Yeah. He's just worried about the troll stepping up and getting back in range.
Well,
he's
he
also
can't get up.
grappled.
He can't get up. He's grappled.
Right. True.
Oh yeah, he has 0 movement.
Yeah, that's the entire thing.
Oh, okay.
Let me
Feel safer.
Protect me with your forehead, Thrum.
Right.
The downside is I now have disadvantage against this troll.
Well, he just called you.
Oh, Colin.
Well,
He's just trolling.
there's only one way that he would logically do this. First thing, he's going to use one attack to try to break the grapple. See if he can get a terrible roll there, Cope. Of course not. All right. Claw against Thrum. Miss. Obsidian Claw against Thrum. 18.
That hits.
12 bludgeoning damage.
Halfway.
He does regenerate because now the fire is gone. And that's his turn. Freya.
Holding my axe up to this thing's face while it's pinned to the ground.
Yeah, you have advantage.
I go, you think I can hurt this thing faster than it can heal itself? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Oh, did you do a save for fire damage?
When Taskill dropped unconscious, concentration ended and went away.
Gotcha.
It was magically sustained fire. It wasn't like burning a
I
fuel
was just
source.
mostly worried if I was going to keep burning.
Yep, nope, you're all good. But now its regeneration's kicked back in. Yep, that'll hit. So that will be 17. He will use his reaction to have that again. So hold on, let me do mental math. 78. Okay. Okay. And then 21 will hit.
For 8
For
on
another-
top.
Another 8. So hold on, let me check a few things. Okay. Let me roll something. Goodness gracious.
And that's when its mother shows up.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Okay, never mind. Nothing else happens.
Its mother shows up. You need to stop playing with your food.
All right, Taskill. Another death saving throw. Another success.
Yeah, one more of those, and we might not need the potion.
Fergis. Attacks against that have disadvantage for branch now.
So I don't want to get near it though, so I'll sacrifice my movement to just basically make it a flat roll.
Mhm.
14.
That'll miss.
Yep.
Nolgrim.
Alright, standard action to... Let's see, make sure I have a healing potion. I'm sure I do. Yep, I have 2 healing potions. I'll give one to Taskill.
Mhm.
2d4 plus 2.
Nice.
Not much of a healer. Probably get a little bit more on your face than more in your mouth, but
His beard is immaculate though.
get up.
Hey.
We've still got a troll to fight. And would
Healing
stand,
potions can be applied topically.
stand and hold his ground for now.
Yeah.
Actually, can I use my move action? Oh, probably not. I was going
No,
to
go ahead. What are you gonna
see if
say?
I could use my move action to pull Taskill to his feet.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Thrum.
Is it? It's not an action to keep grappling, right?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a condition.
Then he's going to hit him in the head. No, he's going to miss.
no. That'll miss. It like clings across his rocky skull to do no damage. And then you have your second attack.
Yep. Can I do?
That'll hit. For 12 damage. Looking insanely rough, very much bloodied.
Can you drop
Bleeding
the
all over.
music volume by like 50%? Yeah.
Me?
I know, on Cope's end there's some horn that keeps coming through ridiculously loud.
I mean, I hear it through his mind. Doesn't ridiculously matter to me. But
A
yeah,
horn?
from the background music of the game.
Yeah, you should be able to go to your
There.
settings
Is
and you
that
can
better?
turn it down there, Cope, and roll 20.
Is that better?
Seems to be, but it comes and goes because the music comes and goes.
All right. For heck's sake. Okay. First things first, it's going to try to break the grapple. Strength. 17. What do you get, Coat?
Come on. Yeah.
So instead, it's just going to claw and bite at Thrum. 15.
Miss. No,
Alright.
wait. No. I'm 14, so that hits.
All right. 19 bludgeoning damage as the claw swings and cracks into you.
Damn,
Luckily, you're raging.
that's true.
And then it heals. All right. Freya.
As it flails out at Thrum, I have my boot on its nose, and I'm like, "Come on, buddy, I'm right here." Hey guys, I think it's working. The ones I just cut into them aren't going away. Well, not as fast.
Then I point to the other side of them. Those ones are.
Look, I'll quickly be replacing those.
That'll hit.
What grows back?
Damage. Okay. And
I'm guessing that doesn't hit. Or wait, I didn't roll an advantage for that one.
oh yeah, roll again.
There we go.
Yep, you cut into it, and it goes very, very still as it stops thrashing, and it leaves on the ground as you just embed your axe deep into its skull.
Keep hitting it. It may be trying to trick us.
Yeah, I would give it a couple more wallops into the skull with the axe to make sure it doesn't start regenerating.
Well, Taskill's turn then.
Yeah, my thoughts kind of exactly. Stand up and use another cast of Searing Smite to make sure it doesn't.
Roll at advantage.
Yep. 2 X go.
It is
Oh,
an
wait, you
advantage.
said
So you can roll
advantage,
again.
Yeah.
Still.
Come on, another natural one.
Fitting.
Ah.
No, that'll hit. And and then with Searing Smite, you do fire damage, which lights on fire, which then nullifies its regeneration, and it is at 0 hit points with fire damage. Therefore, it is dead.
Mm-hmm.
See this? Simple, easy.
It
Rust
was going to get back up. I have to say, the reason why I was so disappointed when I secretly rolled, and I said, well, that's disappointing, is because I rolled for Loathsome Limbs for trolls, because Freya did more than 15 points of slashing damage, and if I had rolled above a 10, you would have sliced off one of its arms or legs, and then it would have animated separately.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that rule about trolls so much. I also love the fact that since trolls revive themselves, they never come back as undead. Because an undead troll is just a troll that just gets back up again. But yeah, that's a dead cave troll.
Hell, between that and the rest bugs, we might want to take our leave of this place for a little bit.
Yeah, we might want to go return the rest up and maybe cremate the remains that we have in our bags.
Do we want to try our luck with the rust bugs while we're here, or?
I look at Taskill like maybe not.
I
don't know
think
if he's
they'll
gonna
keep.
I honestly don't think Taskill's going to survive the geysers, let alone bugs.
True.
Come on, we took this thing down easy.
Should we just camp here in this cave?
No.
It's no different from the cave outside.
What if we camp here and then the ghost that was haunting this place phases through the wall to us?
Okay,
we're like 5 feet away.
Yep. Let's go outside. I'm not a fan of the ghost.
So, yeah,
Bugs, lizards, trolls, I can handle those, but ghosts are not something I'm a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are going to head outside?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that's probably as good a place as any to call the session. We can handle the geysers and camping and everything like that next time.
I imagine you're just going to move our tokens for us later.
Yeah, I'll just move back to the main screen. It's all good, Nick. Good session, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I never know how quickly these dungeons will go. You know?
Yeah, you can never tell. Like, I thought you guys were going to be into some other stuff that I don't want to say right now in Rune Lord's last session. But, new town, who dis, and,
I think dungeons always take longer.
Well, good rule of
Limited so
thumb
many
is combat
tokens.
will generally be at least a half hour, even if it's a short one.
Watch the salt there, Loki. I can control your fate.
I was gonna say that's saltier than I am, and I'm pretty salty all the time.
couldn't help but tease.
Okay, so everyone's level 7 except for Nolgrim. He didn't do enough damage.
That was about
I will come up with your XP total, but yes, you guys will be hitting level 7.